What's up, man?
Not much.
What?
How you been, brother?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up, Doug?
What's up, everyone? We are live right now,
Gregory's
and
on.
we have guests. We have guests, people, and we have West Side Ability, the old lady. We have Tortakus in the back.
Yeah. I just sent you a link, Gregory. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We should play that since we got El Charo in there and toe tag in that car. This
Can you,
video pertains to them for sure.
can you send it on the public chat?
Huh?
Hold on. I don't know how to Hold on.
I know you need to email it to yourself, Gregory.
Okay. I wonder what I could do. Hold on. You got them on YouTube. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Video. Let's see.
If anything, just email
In a couple minutes. Mama.
Could they hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Westside.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, send the link or send the video to me, and I'll email it to Gregory.
All right. Hold on. He can't
Yeah.
email it to himself.
Hold on. Let me see the video. Hold on. Okay. So here. Okay, hold on. I think my internet is very slow. Hold on. Save image. Share like. Share.
Okay, Westside.
Yes,
I
I'm here.
just sent you 3 links. If you can email those to Gregory.
Yeah. Okay. But you know. Either way. Okay, yeah, we have Popo, so we're working on that too. But you're sending it right now, right?
I sent you 3 links just now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off and then send it, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. Before I think we're gonna have a guest here in a second here, but we can watch this video because it's not very long.
It's Shop 1. Okay, Shop 1 wants to
Oh, I want to
1
wait.
second.
I want to wait. I want to wait to watch this video until El Charo in Toe Tag are there with Westside. So we'll wait for them to come back.
Okay.
But
Okay.
is Sean Porter in the back room?
No. He's in the chat. I will drop the link
well,
for
I
him.
sent him the link. So he's going to be coming on here in a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, because I want to let him. He's got some stuff to say, so we'll let him say what he has to say.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But that was a heck of a thumbnail, though. Up on the screen right now.
Yeah, it is.
Direct deposit promotes JJ's Pentagram and Red Rum. So, where are you at in this story, Gregory? Like, I mean, you don't believe Lion One did this herself, right?
No.
And then, so do you believe Billy did it?
I believe Billy paid JJ, Direct D, and GS to keep the mouth shut.
Do you think he paid him?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. And you think Direct D is involved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but that's what I'm thinking, you know?
Uh-huh.
That's why GS doesn't want to come up in my panel. He knows something is up. You know?
Right.
That's the honest truth. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? Either yes or no. Simple. Correct? People? It's simple. And that's yes or no.
Yeah.
That's
mean, if he should, I mean, if he's going to claim, that he didn't do anything, then
They will
how
move
can
on
you come forward and answer everybody's questions, Both can't be.
I'll
They
bet
don't make sense.
the police had to. I bet the police get paid through the police.
Huh. It's complicated for sure. The you don't think the Hawk is involved?
Yeah. Hawk 2, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot that.
The third link I sent you,
Hold on.
or did Westside send you did she email you 3 links yet?
Let me check my email.
And I sent it to him.
Okay.
Oh, Sean's in the back room. Gregory?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Do you see Sean?
No?
He just put a comment in the private chat, so I know he's in the back room.
Oh, yeah. I see him. Yes, I see him. Who's Oliver Nipwood? You ever heard of them?
Who?
Another people's in backstage.
Who? Let's let Sean talk. Yeah. If you can make him big on the screen.
Okay.
How are you doing today, Sean?
Hold on.
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Yeah.
So
Gregory.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
If you want to put me in the middle of the screen or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
I am John.
So my screen name is Olivia Newton-Shawn. That's just a joke.
Okay.
That's Sean Porter, Gregory.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
All right. So real
Okay, so
quickly, a theory that is just as likely as Direct D being involved in this killing of Andrea is James Madison Audits being involved in it because he drives a Tesla. Because you know those Tesla drivers. But anyway,
I do know
I
those
just wanted
Tesla drivers.
I just wanted to point out that we just found out that the rabbit used Andrea's phone to call his lawyer 10 minutes after she was pronounced dead on Andrea's phone. So that's what the analysis of the calls made from Andrea's phone has uncovered, among a few other things that don't make sense. I believe that right now the hawk and the rabbit are held up at Andrea's residence. So there's going to be an issue here shortly. I think he was making statements like, F around and find out. That's not going to work. That's not how this is going to work. His attorney may get disbarred because the attorney swore to Mr. Matthews that he was out of the house and he just had some stuff there he wanted to recover on September 1st. So now the lawyer has egg on his face if indeed the rabbit is there with Carney. He's supposed to already be out of there by today. So if he's still there, there's going to be a problem shortly. Now, and people want to say it's a threat. No, it's a promise. There's going to be a problem if he's on that property. He's not supposed to be on that property. He's supposed to be out. The attorney swore that he was out. So now we have an attorney who's lying. That's grounds for disbarment. It's a violation of the rules of professional conduct. Grieve for that if he's lying on behalf of this idiot, the rabbit. Now, in regards to the day of the incident, I believe that Lieutenant Colonel fellow was in the vehicle with Carney driving from Charlotte. I don't know if the rabbit was with them or how it all worked, but obviously we need to find out more of what's going on with that individual. That's the Lieutenant Colonel fella that spoke to Andrea for 3 hours the day before she died, or the day before she died. So that's something that needs to be explored. As far as conspiracy theories involving Direct D, I have an opinion on that. I'm going to keep it to myself to be polite, but I don't believe that guy is at all involved. I believe this was the rabbit. I believe that if Carney's involved, it's accessory after the fact. I think the rabbit freaked out and killed her. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Carney should really be looking at that $20,000 reward a little bit more seriously. So should Shelby. And the rabbit should be cleared out of that place, leaving behind her assets and her ashes. He should get his little Mercedes station wagon and his little bunny rabbit suit and get the fuck out of that property, like, immediately. But apparently he's going to have a standoff there and possibly a shootout from the way he's talking about fuck around, find out, and, I'm not leaving and all this other stuff. That's fine. It's like this. I'm not going to say much more, but the rabbit has really pushed everyone to like absolute extremes, and I cannot wait for him to be charged with his credit card fraud for what he did using Andrea's father's business credit card. All those transactions after her death. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to let you guys get back to your Ouija boards and your conspiracy theories and stuff. I just wanted to let you know about the phone call to the lawyer. The fact that this guy was apparently in the truck with Carney the night Andrea was killed. I don't know if it was going to the house with Carney or if it was coming from Charlotte, but I believe it was coming from Charlotte. So I don't know how involved that gentleman is. All I can tell you is hopefully things will happen soon, but I'm not really going to say much more. I don't want to come on here if there's not new information. The new information is that the rabbit is held up with meth head Donald Carney, convicted meth trafficker Donald Carney. They're making threats. Donald Carney's on the internet threatening me all the time about, I know where you live. Okay, cool. Come up here, dude. Like, I am just waiting for someone to come up my driveway. I mean, the rabbit's been here. He knows the layout. He knows exactly how this house is set up. He knows exactly why it's set up the way that it is. And I cannot wait for Donald Carney to come and kill me. So if he wants to keep making threats on the internet, that's fine. But, you know, I'm not the slightest bit concerned, and he's not going to deter me the slightest bit. Also, Donald Carney, you're sitting there saying that I'm defaming you by accusing you of your involvement in a heinous violent crime, and then you are threatening me with committing a heinous violent crime. You do realize that you're shooting yourself in the foot, and you're making yourself look more involved in this than I believe at this point in time you actually are. But the way you're talking, I mean, now I'm starting to think like both of you had involvement, because you're both talking like crazy psychopaths, in my opinion. But stop with the threats, leave it alone, wait for the cops to show up, get your stuff out of there, and you guys have a nice life awaiting justice, which hopefully will come soon. And if any of you want 20 grand, why don't you go ahead and email me at SeanPorter@USA.com, and let's talk about getting you that reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible. Again, I don't believe Direct D is at all involved in it, but if he was involved in it, we can't rule out Long Island audits or Andy Sheets in Punta Gorda, Florida, while we're at it. So anyway, guys, you all take care.
You had me with Long Island audits. You fucking had me. Okay? You had me with that one.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. Yeah. All right, guys, look, take it easy, and thank you for having me on. I'd have preferred to went on GS's show, but he's on late at night, and I go to bed pretty early.
Well, could I ask you a question? Because today we're going to show the footage of Donald Carney talking last night on Generally Specific, and also some of what he said the night before on Generally Specific. And he talked to BSBT over there. And
send me a link.
No, it's going to be on this stream right here. We're going to play the video.
Oh, okay.
After you're done, but it's evident that he is there at Andrea's, and Billy is there as well.
Yeah.
Right. And generally, you know, called him out for he could hear Billy in the background. Right. And he's running cover for Billy right now.
I don't think so.
Donald Carney, I mean, in my opinion, you know.
Donald Carney is. I don't think GS is running cover for Billy or Donald Carney.
Oh, I'm talking about. I mean, I think GS is running. Yeah, I know you guys are friends now. I get that. But
he's perfectly. I don't know why you guys fight. He's totally normal to me, and then you guys get involved, and it's all this talk about bagels and all this crazy stuff, and like you know, I'm just here trying to see a resolution to this, and I'm hoping these people will stop killing women and stealing their houses, because that's essentially what I believe happened and is going on as we speak. If they're held up in that house smoking their methamphetamines or whatever it is they're doing, smoking each other's cocks, they need to leave. They've been told to leave. The lawyer assured Tim Matthews by email, I've seen it, he is supposed to be out of there, period. I don't know why he's still there, but they'll have to deal with that.
Well, Donald Carney is. You'll hear him say that on the video we're going to play today. That the Lord, he says that the Lord will fight for them, and that they're prepared for anything, as if they're making some sort of last stand there on the property. I
think they are making a last stand. I think they're jacked up on meth. And the way Carney, I saw one of his videos, he was speaking very fast, and he seemed like he was on drugs. He's a convicted meth trafficker. That leads me to believe he's still on methamphetamines. And the fact he has no teeth makes me more likely to believe he's on methamphetamines. The fact that Billy is anorexic and he used to be fat like me and lost 100 pounds makes me believe that he's on meth. The way they're both talking and acting makes me believe that they're on meth. Billy said he knew what it was like to be on meth. It's recorded. He was describing it. If you asked me what it was like to be on meth, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I've never done meth. You know, I'll be honest. A White Claw or two is a strong night for me. You know, pinkies up. But you know, these guys, they sound like they're about to do a standoff and break out the windows and start shooting at the individuals that are going to come onto the property. and I believe they're just waiting. And I believe there's going to be more death out there because they're obviously both homicidal maniacs that talk to God.
Right. They do seem homicidal to me.
Well, I mean, they're threatening me, and I don't know why they don't just drive up here and kill me because I'm ready. I'm ready, Jesus. I'm coming, Lorraine. That's a Sanford and Son reference.
Oh yeah. Oh, this might be the big
it's
one.
Eleanor.
This might be the
I'm
big
coming.
one.
Yeah, I don't
well,
give a shit. I don't give a shit. I just don't care. I grew up in the D.C. area. I really don't give a shit. I just don't. Never have.
right. Well, I do have high hopes for the Ouija board, actually, because we're going to be pulling it out, and that will be that. But I don't think it's going to work out good for the Hawk when we do get the Ouija board out.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think the Hawk is a worthless piece of shit. And I think the same thing about the Rabbit. And I think the fact that they're held up in a dead girl's house, holding it hostage, talking about the Lord is going to provide for them or something. What are they talking about? They're stealing a house from, two kids that lost their mother. I don't understand. The Lord doesn't give a shit about these two losers. The Lord hates them. The Lord is not looking out for them. The Lord wants them to get the hell out of that dead girl's house and stop acting like a bunch of whacked out homicidal meth heads. But honestly, I believe they prove everybody's hypothesis about them right with their actions and with their statements. And, I told you so.
I told you so, yeah. Pretty much.
All right.
I mean, pretty much. Thank you, Sean.
Well, you guys have fun with your little battles with DirectD and News Now Patrick and San Joaquin, and you guys just all do your fighting
Did
and
News
stuff.
Now Patty grift his way into this? I don't think News Now Patty grifted his way into this fight yet.
I haven't talked to him in a few weeks. He used to share my content, and I appreciated the extra exposure.
News Now Patrick?
Yeah. Yeah, he used to take my whole catalog and put it up on Facebook for me. And all I care about is getting my message out there. He makes his money. That's good for him. I don't have time for it.
Yeah, you just want to get your message out, so it's okay. Everybody else calls that stealing when he does that, but it does promote your message. Yeah, it does promote your message.
I used to send him videos the moment that I posted them and ask him to post them so I get more people, calling in whatever government agency was doing something horrible. But all right,
I never asked him for shit.
You guys have a great day, and stop fighting with everybody. And I'll talk to you when I have more information. Hopefully on Wednesday.
Yeah. Thank you, son.
All right, see y'all.
Yeah, Gregory.
Yeah.
Where is everybody? Is everybody still here?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we can't see anybody. We can't see anybody.
Hold on. I think it's on you and I. I think that's dropped.
Oh, they left?
West Side, are you there? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no.
West Side emailed you 3 links, right? Oh,
yeah.
there's West Side.
And I
have one that's already there. The short one.
Yeah, let's
the one
bring that video. The video that we were gonna watch when El Charo and them were there. So let's watch that.
Okay.
Can you
guys hear it right now? Hold on.
Once you pull it up on the screen,
yesterday, the other day, pigs under pressure.
No, you're not showing the video.
Kidnapped El Charo off of the street and turned him in because he had a warrant, and they went out of their way. They risked their lives in order to apprehend
I added.
a
My internet's not working
no
that good.
verbal
Hold
assault.
on.
No,
You're not showing me.
and he doesn't cooperate.
Hold on. It's showing my internet's slow. Hold on.
Okay, we gotta wait for
Okay,
Westside.
now I got it.
We gotta wait for Westside to come back in. Can you start it from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Well, as soon as Westside gets back in.
Okay.
Yeah. So what this is that I think I was on Cliff's stream. Oh, is that Westside? Is she back?
Yes. Where's are you back?
Tucson's okay. 1 minute.
Okay. Tucson Toe Tag said 1 minute.
1 minute.
Un momento. So I was on Vigilance Committee and we were talking about how the police in Mitchell County, the sheriff's department, aren't doing shit about, arresting Billy or the Hawk or anybody, and they're just fucking sitting on their ass. And then I compared it to a situation that happened in Tucson, and I was talking about that. Okay, West Side's here. Can everybody see this? Can El Charo and Toe Tag see this, West Side? Can El Charo and Toe Tag see the video that we're about to play?
Well, toe tag is in the car, and El Charo went into the store real quick.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But
let's
toe
go ahead
tag
and
is
play it.
listening.
We've built it up enough. Let's go ahead and play it.
Say what?
So this
Okay.
is on Direct D. Direct D is reviewing what I was saying on the Vigilance Committee.
I don't know. The other day, pigs
Yeah.
under pressure and Tucson Toe Tag went and kidnapped El Charo off of the street and turned him in because he had a warrant, and they went out of their way. They risked their lives in order to apprehend a known verbal assaulter. Known, and he doesn't cooperate. He doesn't assist.
Did they just say that pigs under pressure and Tucson Toe Tag kidnapped?
When they had you.
Did I mishear this? Hold on.
He made him carry a assaulter in order to apprehend a warrant in El Charo off of the under pressure refused. I don't know, the other day, pigs under pressure and Tucson Toe Tag went and kidnapped El Charo off of the street and turned him in because he had a warrant, and they went out of their way. They risked their lives in order to apprehend a known verbalist.
Wow, these dudes are fucking dumb. Maybe let me listen to this a little bit more. Maybe maybe they didn't buy into that.
Known, and he doesn't cooperate. He doesn't assist. He made him carry him,
Right.
and they could have hurt their backs, right? But they did that, and then all for nothing because the police were like, "No, we're not going to do our jobs today. We declined." They declined to do their job. That really happened. That really happened.
Wow.
Did you see that happen, Gregory?
No. First time I see that video.
No, I mean
I was at the doctor's office.
You didn't see the kidnapping when they kidnapped El Charo?
No.
You want to go to James Freeman's channel and see it?
We could do another time,
Huh? Okay, yeah, it's his newest video on James
Okay.
Freeman. Yeah.
You want to
So-
go to James Freeman's channel and see it?
We got an echo. Somebody's watching the live.
Yeah, we haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched
You
what?
want
Huh?
what's this mute? West side. You want to see that video first, West Side saying it, or what?
We don't need to go watch it. We could watch that video if you want. If you want to go to Freeman's and just watch like the beginning of it, we don't have to watch the whole thing. But you can see the kidnapping.
I don't know. I will look later on then. I want to see the videos that West Side.
It's because he has a
Yeah,
speaker on with it, so it's gonna echo. That's why I'm muted.
Okay. Yeah, the second link that Westside sent you.
But Gregory, can you go to James Freeman's and get the video or no?
No. I don't. I just want to play the two videos
Is it
you
frozen?
sent.
What happened?
You know. I think it's my internet. It's no good. You're frozen.
Okay.
I can't hear nothing now. Oh wait, I gotta turn it up back.
Okay, well, let's play the second video that Westside sent you, Gregory.
Okay, let's see. Hold on.
That's the Carney footage.
Okay. That one we already seen. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
It's an hour and 14-minute long video.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
I'm holding. Holding tight. So last night, Carney got on Generally Specific's channel and talked about a lot of shit. And he said that he's a fecal philiac.
Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, where's it? I think you sent me the wrong video.
I sent you all 3 of the videos, Gregory.
Yeah, but you sent me my live video.
It's what? It's an hour and 14-minute long video, I think.
She's sent my live already. Oh, okay. That one isn't it. Okay. That one is already played. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Are you talking the 1 minute and 31 seconds? Huh? Are the videos 1 hour and 1 minute and 31 seconds?
Yes, 1 hour. 1 hour.
It says 1 minute and 31 seconds, no?
There's 3 videos she sent. One of them is over an hour long.
Can you send me it again? Can you send me it again? Because I got 2 of the rough one.
Okay, maybe. All right, hold on. Let me see. Shit. Okay, I just sent it to you, Westside.
And send it to my email.
I don't have your email.
No, I'm talking to Westside.
Yeah, now she's gonna have to get off the stream to do that.
Hold on.
It's because you're getting old.
Yeah, they said when you turn 40.
Yeah. Sent.
Okay,
Okay.
Westside, send me in my text then.
No, Westside
It's
emailed
already
it
in
to
your
you.
email.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's in the etherwebs. We're out cop watching, but there's nothing yet. Actually, she almost had one. Yeah, the bus stop.
Yeah, because usually we go.
Okay, I got it ready. Hold
9 o'clock. Yeah, it's fucking hot as shit.
on. Let me send the link.
So tag's over here doing.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
You want to be on camera? Oh yeah, I forgot I need to charger. Plug it in right here. Yes, save your battery.
Hey, can you charge your battery this way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Fuck, we're golden.
Yeah.
Did you get it, Gregory?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Work on it.
My internet is really slow right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, sorry I can't present, or else I would share it with you guys. I had to
Okay.
my laptop up and I left that at home.
Let me present it. Hold on. 16, 2. Okay. Let me know when you guys are ready.
We're ready. As soon as you put it on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, the fucking kidnapping.
No,
few
here,
other
show that.
people over there.
That's gonna be
You
GS.
don't count Dove because he wasn't live yet.
Thank you, Gregory.
All right. There's already
Welcome.
infighting for the #1 slot, it would seem. Hey, Navy girl. Oh my God. I haven't talked to you all in forever. Well, we're going to have some fun tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of a monologue and then I'll open up the panel. James Ginger, good to see you. Sorry I couldn't be more interactive with the chat over there. I was on my phone with StreamYard, so I missed most of the comments unless now I understand the struggle of being on your phone and hoping that someone like the content creator will put the comment so you can read a few of them up on the screen. Thank you very much, Boot, for inviting me over onto your panel. Was up there with Killa, Navy Girl, and G Swag came in right towards the end. So we'll see how it goes. And of course, Boot was on there as well. And so Boot had asked me. He said he's going to get something to eat, and then he'll be coming over soon, I think. I don't know if he's watching or not. Boot, if you are watching, just let me know, because I do have the video you requested queued, and I'll get to that here in a moment. Okay, Boot is there. Okay. So after my intro here, I will.
You can
go
fast
ahead
forward to about 7 minutes,
start the
Gregory.
video so you can see the part
Okay.
that you wanted to see. But without too much further ado, our tart alert.
Okay.
Friggin' ankles. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I got 2 TBIs, so maybe, but I'm pretty sure I didn't poop in my bag. Or, I'm pretty sure if I did, I would put it in a burn barrel because there were plenty of spare sleeping bags for
We want to back
volunteers.
up
So
to right before
I don't know where they got
comes
that
on.
one, but
To see that's the hot talking.
I did the massage lady who Sean said called in and said I got kicked out of the camp for pulling a gun on somebody or something.
What time you want?
Well, I don't know. Just back up
2 seconds.
Just back up to right before Carney comes on. You can see him on the screen.
Carney. Who's? Oh, done.
He's
done.
the
Okay.
black-
Okay.
The Hawk, yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's see. He's
Perfect. All right. I thought
Okay.
it was.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not looking for you to debate him, but I hope he's not going to talk about pooping and freaking sleeping.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, so
As
hey,
soon as
let
you
me-
do that,
hey,
well, hold on. As
So
soon
look,
as you do
there
that,
was
dude, I'm
an
just
old
gonna be
sleeping
ready.
bag that was in front of the doorway for mud because if anybody was at Camp Unknown, they know we were constantly in mud up to our friggin' ankles. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I got 2 TBIs, so maybe, but I'm pretty sure I didn't poop in my bag, or I'm pretty sure if I did, I would have put it in a burn barrel because there were plenty of spare sleeping bags for volunteers. So yeah, I don't know where they got that one, but
Oh, but they also
I
said there
did.
was they
I
also
did
said there
the
was
massage lady who Sean said called in and said I got kicked out of the camp for pulling a gun on somebody or some craziness. I texted her. I wish I could get you the screenshots of it because I texted her asking her if she said it, and she's like, I don't know, no Sean Porter, and then she blocked me and doesn't want to talk to me now. But yeah, the truth always shines through, man.
Well, keep in mind you could subpoena her as a witness, and that would definitely impeach Sean Porter and probably put his nuts in it. All right, just a shameless reminder about to start a shameless whiskey grift engaged. We'll be picking out a lovely bottle or two tomorrow at the Class 6 with my beloved. I think we started a little too late, so she is probably asleep right now. Love you, baby. But tomorrow we're going to go to the Class 6 and we're going to go whiskey shopping. So the griftier I can be, the nicer bottle or two that I can pick up. And
Pause it, Gregory.
I'm pretty excited to try some more Scotch whiskey. That's Miss Elizabeth, that lovely lady in Scotland, who had requested me to do that particular.
You're not pausing
that
it.
particular style of whiskey. So I'm intrigued. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. An absolute giant vice.
Yes.
BSBT,
Starting to goal
go
now.
ahead. Did you have you had
Are you
something
going to
wanna
pause
say?
it, Gregory?
Oh, I'm waiting.
What you said, people?
Okay.
Yeah.
This part right here, I just want to explain to the audience because he's replaying what happened on his stream the night before. And this is Donald Carney got up on his stream, not last night, but the night before that. And he's replaying that. And then Broken System gets on, and you can see him in the bottom, right? So first he's going to be playing this phone call, but then Donald Carney is actually going to get on his panel again. Okay?
Okay.
I just wanted to explain that. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. You guys, mine don't have no advertise.
We got a shout out. MC Dilligaff with a $1 super sticker because she really wanted that crown, it looks like. Thank you, MC Dilligaff, long before the show even started, being super competitive. Like it. I love it. I want more of it.
I don't want to hear about poopy sleeping bags, dude. I'll just save you the effort. I'm sorry, you sound real muffled.
I sound real muffled.
Okay, now I can hear you. Good.
Okay, how's it going, GS?
Well, it's going all right, man. I'm kind of glad you guys revealed the fact that there is no open investigation.
When did you hear that?
What? Yeah, what do you mean? On your stream today?
That's a lie. That's the biggest lying. Yeah, we did.
Were you not paying attention?
Well, I heard the phone call. Yeah, I think I understood what they said on the phone call. The sheriff mentioned that the FBI is looking into this.
No, the
And-
SBI. State Bureau of Investigation, Muppet.
Well, hey, Don, how's it going, bud?
It's going good.
Is there any reason you didn't want to talk to people when he tried contacting you to get some answers to this?
Dude, I've talked to law enforcement. I don't know people. Why would I talk to anybody I don't know about answers that are frivolous, unfounded, and unfactual?
Well,
why would I do that? Why would I waste my time with that?
Well, how do you expect
in the middle of a work day? Call me at night.
Now, I will say, I thank you very much. ND14 says, hi, Karma. Uh-oh. He's going to clap them cheeks. Karma, he's coming for the crown. He's coming for the crown. Who's the top? Karma. Uh-oh. He's coming for that #1 spot. Uh-oh, Karma. Uh-oh. Karma comes back with $5 that says hashtag truth matters. Rest in peace, Lion. Beautiful, a heart with a beautiful soul inside in and out. Amen. I second that. I'm glad somebody's actually trying to do a tribute to Lion. And it seems like we're trying to protect the husband that she married from malinformation or misinformation. And we're also trying to protect her legacy if and indeed and in fact what they're saying is spurious and felonious. Yeah, it seems like we care more about Lion than these people do. Miss Dawn Furman for $4.99 says, sorry, Karma, love you. Uh-oh, everyone's coming for it. Uh-oh, what is that doing? ND's got second place. I don't know if it hasn't updated yet. Okay, guys. Okay. Well, it's getting serious, chat. They're going for that crown. It's going to clap them cheeks. I have to say that it was hard to kind of keep control of the panel because, Don hasn't really had an opportunity. Well, I guess he's had an opportunity, but he's chose to try to kind of stay quiet. Dawn Furman for another $4.99 says going for #1. I don't know if she's #1 yet or not. You got to let me know, chat. Because Don hasn't had a lot of chances or opportunities to speak, have his voice be heard in an environment where he wouldn't be just absolutely attacked and disrespected, right? So I didn't want to stop him from saying what he felt like he wanted to say, but I didn't want him to feel like he was compelled to speak either. I have no expectations. You don't owe me any answers. You don't owe me any explanations. And for that matter, neither does BSBT. I have a right or the ability to make my assertions and my assessments that due to the fact that we all listen to the same phone call and somehow you guys are still stuck on stupid. That part to me is really, really baffling. How you did not hear what everyone else seemed to have heard, except for your little circle is hearing something else.
Can you pause it,
Because
Gregory?
it's about agenda and narrative with you guys. It's weird how you guys are the ones accusing.
Cool. I think GS was correct there. Yeah, one side is gonna look pretty stupid. Thank you for pausing it. Hi, Gregory. How you doing, bud?
Duh, I was mute. I'm doing good. How
Okay.
you doing, Booker System?
I'm good, man. How are you, bud?
I'm doing.
Hey, thank you
I'm
for
doing
hosting
good.
the live.
Last
Thank
night
you
I
for
thought.
hosting.
Oh, you're
Okay,
welcome.
thank you for
Welcome.
hosting, and you've been doing a good job working with this on the fly. I know it can be tough, but you're doing good. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Can we hit play again?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
If you give me $100 in my cash app.
Everyone else of an agenda. I don't know if did I pin the StreamYards link? Hold on. I don't think I pinned it. It's kind of weird how you guys are accusing everyone else of what the things that you're doing. Okay, it is pinned now. Sorry about that, chat. So I didn't want to interrupt, but at the same time, I also didn't want I didn't want my panel to turn into the People's Podcast. I'm not interested in that nonsense. I'm not interested in the Muppet Show. Mr. Wizard for he's coming for it. For $5 says donation for a jug of hooch. Broken scrotum, broken tooth is so stupid. He couldn't empty a bucket of water if the instructions were written on it. Ooh, shots fired. All right. I'm able to say thanks to that. I do appreciate that. Thank you
That's
so
not
much.
fair.
Guys, we're gonna make that goal. We're 5 out of 10 already. I'm getting some good whiskey tomorrow, I think. Yeah, because it's like 3 days of grifting. Well, 2.5 days of grifting. So I do want to say that I found it was a little awkward for me because I didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't want to intercede too much, but I felt like, but I certainly didn't want to hear about the frickin' poopy frickin' sleeping bag anymore. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's Rats to the Moon. How you doing, honey? It's ridiculous that I had to hear it one time. But the fact that they keep saying it is it's just weird. What's up, Rats to the Moon? Tell us about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? What do you know? What's going on? Say, Joe, what do you know?
I mow the yard, apparently.
Hey, Jane,
Well, this is insignificant, but I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty important to know who pooped the sleeping bag. GS.
Yeah, I did that today.
Okay. Go on.
No, he keeps saying, I don't want to keep bringing up the poopy sleeping bag, but Donald Carney keeps bringing up his poopy sleeping bag. So does GS.
Okay.
Oh, you can hit play, Gregory. Usually, if I want to talk, I'll just ask you if I can pause it. Will that work?
So you said you wanted to talk a little bit about.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay,
yes.
cool. Okay, cool. Because I might talk in between, but if I want you to pause it, I'll just ask you to pause it. Okay, bud?
Segment and then,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you heard this.
I have not.
Okay. Did you hear it from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. Or it's right when BSPT gets on. Okay. All right, here we go.
This one, hey, after 8, 9 o'clock at night, I'm free because I work my ass off all day, dude.
All right, so we got a
dirty
gentleman
hands
in
are
the
a sign
back.
of clean money.
One second, gentlemen. I got to do some. Keeping here. So we got some dude in the background here. You're gonna need to cam up, dude. I have no idea.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear.
Yeah, listen, Don. You don't owe me any explanation. I don't think social media is like your forte. It was probably hard for you to hear, especially without earbuds. GS, sorry if I overtalked you. I'll try to be more chill, willing to get on the panel again. Come on up, man. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm sure Rats might have some questions or, Don Furman's like, bring it. I got my Hub's credit card. Oh, careful now. Careful. All right. I'm gonna wreck a happy home. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely welcome to come up and don't apologize. Because you said you were having a hard time hearing. So it's okay. I'm pretty forgiving. It's not like you're a content creator, but BSBT's been on some shows before. He understands the etiquette, and he's just being a muppet. So F him. That's why. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care about that son of a bitch. He should know better. All right, I'm gonna let this play. His name is Uncle Bottom. Hold on, we got somebody from Canada. Laney from Canada is cammed up. Can you do me a favor? Can you okay, can you just put a peace sign up for me? I just want okay. All right. So Laney, please don't do anything on this show.
I'm not a weird dude. I won't do anything like that, man.
All right. So do you know anything about what's going on with this, or are you just hopping up for the open panel?
No, I saw an open panel. I heard you talk about people's podcasts, but I saw you had a cool ice hat, so I didn't know if you're just kind of, I don't know what your angle is, so I just was curious of the conversation, and I like talk radio open panels, so I was, so you had a beard. You look like maybe you're a guy that's sort of regular and cool. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and by the way, your beard is going mighty white.
Yeah, I saw some of my older like a year ago. It was a lot darker.
I got a bit of white coming in the middle, man. I'm in my mid-40s. I get it.
Roger. Okay, well, we're reviewing something real quick, and this is kind of a pretty serious it's a pretty serious situation in the circles that we run in. I'll give you
drama. Are you guys drama stream, or is it chill?
Well, it's not by choice. It's by
I'll mute
by circumstance. But I'll just give you the TLDR. There was a mutual friend that it seems has unalived herself, and there's other people that are accusing her husband. Yeah, they're accusing her husband of having murked her. Now, just be careful with the words you use. If you could, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't mean to come in on like a kind of heavy stream. I thought this. Sorry.
Well, you might want to listen from the crowd then. But you're welcome to come up later if you have anything you want to opine. But otherwise, if you want to mute up and just kind of, you can. We'd love an outside perspective on this. So don't feel like you're not valuable. Your insight isn't valuable.
All right, I'll mute and hear what's going on.
Okay, so just basically now there's one camp is basically accusing him of horrible things and then saying everyone else is all involved in some weird machinations.
Dumbass.
It's just 100% Muppet Show stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna let this play and hold on. We got Killa. Let me make sure it's Killa. Yep, it's Killa. All right, Killa Manila's in the house.
What's up, everybody?
All right, Killa.
Hey, Killa.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. I'm going to hit play on this, and once we get past this part, then we
finally,
can
GF, good job.
Go ahead, Killa.
I just want to give Lenny, nice to meet you, sir. I just want to give you a warning. The way these people are is if you don't side with their BS views, they will try to attack you in some sort of way by doxing you or whatever. So I'm just giving you a fair warning. Like
don't do that, man. I'm just chill. I'm just here to have.
No, I'm saying the people we're talking about. You'll see.
All right.
It's not us, man. It's the idiots that like to make up narratives. Never mind.
As we're waiting for that, Don, so you are open to talking to people then? It just has to be at the right time. Is that correct?
No, I'm not open to talk.
You are open to talking to people. So people, by the way, is some idiot dude who calls himself People. Because I guess he's got multiple personalities. He thinks he's running like a weird cult.
Now, are you law enforcement?
Well, I'm talking to you right now.
Okay, but are you law enforcement? Yeah, I'm chatting now, but I'm not going to debate anything or talk about any case or say anything more than I've already said. I have no reason to.
So you guys going to have to be real clear. If you're trying to talk, you're going to have to say, GS, please stop the stream.
You have to shout.
Was that Killa? Did
quite.
somebody just say GS or was that no? Okay, so we're going to be doing an inception thing here. All right, so going back to the video.
Okay, so look, if the medical examiner and the State Bureau of Police and the sheriff has said on your channel that it's been ruled a
sushi side,
not a murder, or I cannot say that. I don't even know what the hell to say on the live.
Like sushi.
Okay, it was proved. Like you said, there was nothing. There's no evidence to lead towards that at all. But y'all still out here pumping Kool-Aid. It's crazy.
Okay,
it's crazy. It's ludicrous.
Hey, Hawk, just do me a favor. Make sure you mute your mic until you're ready to talk. So that way there's not a bunch of feedback.
My bad. I didn't realize it was in there.
It's okay. I don't know if it was or not, or if that might have been from the actual stream from last night. But we're gonna watch this clip, and then we can talk about this here in a minute if you'd like. Okay?
All right. I'm gonna mute the mic. Just holler at me when I gotta come on.
No. When I see your microphone
I'm
come
gonna
off,
one
and then you
second,
say, "GS, stop this
I'm gonna tell you
stream,"
something.
then I'll know it's
Hold
now.
on.
I'll know it's now.
Hold on. If I knew he was up there, I could text him and my cell phone number. If I knew he was up there, last night, because I got his number.
And by the way, while you got
I
it
should
paused,
text him.
Gregory, while you got it paused, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody joining us today. We're watching a stream from GS. If you're just coming in, if you guys can hit the like button. If you guys want to say, lovely line in the chat, that would be cool. You can also, share this video out if you could possibly. We would definitely appreciate that. So we're watching the GS stream though. Gregory, whenever you're ready to
If you
hit
guys
play.
want to come up, what about the topic? Let me know. Something is only the topic. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if we'll figure that out as we go, Gregory. Let's. I'm ready whenever you're ready to hit play, bud.
Okay.
It's like, think of Spaceballs. When was now? Then. When? Now. Oh. Okay, so here we go.
It's crazy.
Do you have a forensic pathologist that has ruled this a suicide? Do you know if there's a ruling on that from a forensic pathologist?
I'm not saying nothing about the case, bro. What I know is what I heard out of the sheriff's mouth on a personal phone call. So, and I heard that day before yesterday. So
yeah, but you were working with Billy the day of this event, right? Like we know.
Didn't I just tell you I ain't talking nothing about it? We ain't
Yeah,
talking
but
about where I was, what I did, and ain't none of your damn business where I was or
We
anybody
know
else's.
that.
I will be operating with law enforcement. If you got a badge, I'll talk to you. How about that, homie?
If I got a badge, you'll talk to me? Well,
I'm not gonna. Y'all take my videos and try to stretch it and turn it into something like, look, I'll tell anybody. I'm saved, not soft. I'm a work in progress. Try Jesus. Don't try me. All right. I've done everything I can to get clean, turn my life around. I've done that for almost 6 years. And this ain't meth mouth. All right, how this happened was doing free work right here in Western North Carolina, and an 8-foot hickory branch about 6 inches in diameter come flying through a tree, hit my climb line, caught me in the mouth. I was sitting there talking about I'm a meth dealer. The meth dealer in question, when you Google him, is 23 years old. So all this factual information you come with is all bullshit. And it's slander and it's defamation. And
Can you pause it, Gregory?
And you kiss my grits. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
So are you with Billy right now?
Oh shoot. We might have to back up just 10 seconds or so when we come back on. But he just said what did Carney just say right there?
He said he's the 23-year-old meth dealer.
Oh yeah. But we've heard him talk about, yes, he used to traffic drugs back in the day, but that's not him. Like I'm paraphrasing. He said something to that effect. Okay. So
He said he trafficked something.
yeah, he trafficked something. But go ahead. If you can rewind it 10 seconds, Gregory, and then hit play. Appreciate that.
Baby, before I do that, it's Hawk, that idiot. He could ruin his business down. His business, He could ruin his business. He's so dumb stupid. He should keep his mouth shut.
Okay, so Gregory, on a scale from 1 to 10, how suspicious did he look when he didn't want to answer any questions right there, in your opinion, on a scale
10.
from 1 to 10? 10? Okay. Yeah, if you can just back up like 10 seconds, because here's the question that's going to get him, that makes him run. I didn't think it was that bad of a question.
Again.
Another man to compel what words I can and can't say with my mouth hole. And unless you can come take the air out of my lungs directly, shut your freaking hole and scan your freaking lane. And I say that with all the Christian love I can muster.
Right.
So again, for the record, don't feel as though you have to answer anything. Just say, I don't answer questions. That's all you got to say. It triggers these guys when these 1A retards, when you say, I don't answer questions, because that's the tagline they like to use. And then he asks you another question. You say, well, that sounds like a question.
He was innocent.
Right, we're almost done.
Proof's in the pudding. Y'all have a good night. I don't know how to log out of this thing, but I'm going to do my best. Much love and respect, brother. Take
I
care.
can hop you out. I can at least remove you. Okay. So.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm out of here. I'm out of here too, GS. I really was, honestly, Don Carney, I'm really hoping just to get your side of the story, bud. You know, I'm not really looking.
For what purpose, dude? You've gotten. Put a 5150 in the chat if you think these idiots are even remotely interested in the truth.
Amen.
They were on the phone yesterday or the day before yesterday. I reviewed it.
Do you want to try to?
Can
you pause it, Gregory?
The sheriff said it's not ruled anything other than a sushi side. There is no.
Thank you, bud. Can you back it up just a little bit? Maybe like 5 minutes, like to the 20-minute mark, because I think we missed a couple things. There was a lot of important stuff in there. So if you want to, it was right when you stopped.
I would do. Hold on. I would put 20. 2003. Okay.
Are you law enforcement? Yeah, I'm chatting now, but I'm not going to.
I put a 2005.
This is good. Good. Just keep it going.
Okay. Want to play now? Okay.
Yeah.
Debate anything or talk about anything or say anything more than I've already said. I have no reason to.
So you guys gonna be real clear. If you're trying to talk, you're gonna have to say, "GS, please stop the stream."
You have to shout.
Was that killer?
Not
Did
quite.
somebody just say GS, or was that no? Okay, so we're gonna be doing an inception thing here. All right. So going back to the video.
Okay, so look, if the medical examiner and the State Bureau of Police and the sheriff has said on your channel that it's been ruled a
sushi side,
not a murder, or can I say that? I don't even know what the hell to say on the live.
Like sushi.
Okay, it was proved. Like you said, there was nothing. There's no evidence to lead towards that at all. But y'all still out here pumping Kool-Aid. It's crazy.
Okay,
it's crazy. It's ludicrous.
Hey, Hawk, just do me a favor. Make sure you mute your mic until you're ready to talk, so that way there's not a bunch of feedback.
My bad. I didn't realize it was in there.
That's okay. I don't know if it was or not, or if that might have been from the actual stream from last night. But we're gonna watch this clip, and then we can talk about this here in a minute if you'd like. Okay.
I'm gonna mute the mic. Just holler at me when I gotta come on.
No. You when I see your microphone come off, and then you say, "GS, stop the stream," then I'll know it's now. I'll know it's now. It's like, think of Spaceballs. When was now? Then. When? Now. Oh. Okay, so here we go. So
crazy.
Do you have a forensic pathologist that has ruled this a suicide? Do you know if there's a ruling on that from a forensic pathologist?
I'm not saying nothing about the case, bro. What I know is what I heard out of the sheriff's mouth on a personal phone call. So, and I heard that day before yesterday. So
yeah, you were working with Billy the day of this event, right? Like you. I mean, we know that.
Didn't I just tell you I ain't talking nothing about it? We ain't talking about where I was, what I did. Ain't none of your damn business where I was or anybody else's. I've cooperated with law enforcement. If you got a badge, I'll talk to you. How about that, homie?
If I got a badge, you'll talk to me? Well,
I'm not going to. Y'all take my videos and try to stretch it and turn it into something like, look, I'll tell anybody. I'm saved, not soft. I'm a work in progress. Try Jesus. Don't try me. All right? I've done everything I can to get clean, turn my life around. I've done that for almost 6 years. And this ain't meth mouth. All right. How this happened was doing free work right here in Western North Carolina, and an 8-foot hickory branch about 6 inches in diameter come flying through a tree, hit my climb line, and caught me in the mouth. I was sitting there talking about I'm a meth dealer. The meth dealer in question, when you Google him, is 23 years old. So all this factual information you come with is all bullshit. And it's slander, and it's defamation, and it's baseless. And you kiss my grits. That's all I got to say about that.
So are you with Billy right now?
Bro, what'd I just tell you?
All right, man.
Are you the police?
Listen,
Don't ask me no questions. I ain't going to answer none of your questions. You can kiss my lily white cracker ass. Kiss it. I mean, I got nothing to say to you. You're a muppet. You're a scumbag. You're a loser. All right? Go get a job, homie. Go start doing something to help the kingdom of God. and then we can talk. Because what has the works of light have to do with the works of darkness? Nothing. You're an unbeliever. You're a hate monger, and you're a liar, spreading lies and defaming people who are doing good things for their community and for their country.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna
Kiss
take
my
privilege. No, I'm gonna take privilege, and I'm gonna take over my show for a second. Listen, I ain't trying to throw you on a Barbie to be barbecued.
Anyway, much love and respect, GS. All y'all. I told.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear very well. I think that's why he kind of wasn't able to understand that I was basically saying, I'm not expecting you to answer anything you don't want to answer. That's not how I roll. I don't compel speech, nor do I allow another man to compel what words I can and can't say with my mouth hole. And unless you can come take the air out of my lungs directly, shut your frickin' hole and scan your frickin' lane. And I say that with all the Christian love I can muster.
Right.
So again, for the record, don't feel as though you have to answer anything. Just say, I don't answer questions. That's all you got to say. It triggers these guys when these 1A retards, when you say, I don't answer questions, because that's the tagline they like to use. And then he asks you the question. You say, well, that sounds like a question.
He was innocent.
We're almost done.
Proof's in the pudding. Y'all have a good night. I don't know how to log out of this thing, but I'm going to do my best. Much love and respect, brother. Take care.
I can hop you out. I can at least remove you. Okay. So.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm out of here. I'm out of here too, GS. I really was, honestly, Don Carney, I'm really hoping just to get your side of the story, bud. I'm not really looking.
For what purpose, dude? You've gotten. Put a 5150 in the chat if you think these idiots are even remotely interested in the truth.
Amen.
They were on the phone yesterday or the day before yesterday. I reviewed it. They were on the flipping phone with the sheriff. The sheriff said it's not ruled anything other than a sushi side. There is no murking investigation. There is no unaliving investigation. You guys you're making this up whole cloth.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you're dragging a widower's name through the mud and other people.
Will you pause it for me, Gregory?
Because that's not true, GS.
With this, quote unquote.
On the phone call, there's a sheriff that said something about a suicide in the area, but the sheriff did not specifically say that this was ruled anything. He was very vague on the phone call with any information regarding this case. So, GS, you got it incorrect. I'm going to assume that was not a lie. But if you want to correct yourself, then it's not a lie. If you refuse to correct yourself, then now you're telling a lie.
Deed that you have no proof that happened other than a guy who suddenly has disappeared off the internet. When it comes to this, where's Sean Porter? I haven't seen Sean Porter on a live stream in going on 3 or 4 days. Maybe he's real busy. Maybe
he was here today in this live stream. Yeah, that's good.
That's the case. He might even pop up on this live stream. But where's Alicia been? Where's Sean Porter been? Where's Tav? Is Tav standing 10 toes into this? Tav, are you still standing behind all this crap? You heard what you heard, son. What's that? Go ahead.
Cliff Williams.
Yeah, Cliff. Well, Cliff's an idiot. But let me. I'm gonna finish playing this till BSBT gets off, and then.
You want to hear a funny true story?
Well, let me finish this real quick.
All right, brother. Go ahead.
And then you'll have the floor. So far, that's the
Well,
crazy part.
That's untrue.
One second, I got to do some housekeeping. We got a person that's in the back. I don't know who you are. I saw that you cammed up. I'm going to go ahead and bring you in right now. Go ahead, Ms. Velma.
Hi, this is Velma Schlitz. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. She's bagel. With you, what's your wanting to be on the panel? What's your motivation?
Nothing. I was just bored, and I was going around other panels, and I recognized that fella's face that you had up there. The one that it looked like he was in the back of a car or something.
Oh, you're talking about Chris Ryder.
Yeah, he looked like, okay, so on a panel earlier where they had him.
All right, this doesn't really go anywhere, so I'm gonna go ahead and she's an idiot. All right, but go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Carney. You have the floor.
I don't want to talk out of turn, but
here we go.
There-
Here we
there's-
go. Just keep it rolling.
there's some people that they act like they'd never met me before.
What? Okay.
And like old Tad, I had a run in with him at Camp Unknown where he come out sideways out his mouth telling me my Lord and Savior could perform fellatio, and I came unglued, and I'm pretty sure he crapped his pants. Yeah, settled real quick. So all that toughness, see, all this e-thug toughness that we're talking about, and I didn't expect it from someone who another Gen Xer, but when people just are just so prone to letting their alligator mouth overload the hummingbird butt, and if you can't back it up, you probably shouldn't run this up. You know what I mean? And so that's he's talking about he's never met me before, he never knew me, but he did meet me, and I'm here to profess, that I got a lot of issues and isms, my own personal stuff, but I work on it every day. I try to seek the kingdom of God. I put in work to maintain my recovery and to keep moving forward. And how I do that is service work, and by getting out of myself and serving, it helps me sleep better at night, right? But he had met me before, and I made him crap his pants, and I made him backpedal, and he looked like honestly a bitch in front of the whole camp. And so for him to come on there and say that, oh, I've never known this guy, and I'm, that's.
Well, that's not Tad, though.
Yes. 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 Yeah, and and Billy was it, like, you know what I mean? So the guy's already, so when he first started coming on with all this rabbit hunting rhetoric and stuff,
yep.
I like, you're not
Billy
built like
just
that.
said
You're
yes
soft
in
as
the
cotton candy
background.
and twice as sweet. And you had an opportunity to deal with somebody, and you apologize real quick when you realize that somebody was going to call you on your crap. So, that's my problem with all this and talking to these people. Like, you want to talk to me, you can call me, we can talk. I ain't got nothing to hide. And if you're not trying to get me on
We'll
the
try to
internet
call
or
you, Paul.
record my phone call, if you really want to know something, you would be like, hey, legit, off the record, can you tell me what happened? None of these people care. They don't really care. They never even really knew Andrea. You know what I mean? They knew of her, or they had dealings with her that was very limited, but nothing personal. I walked through Walmart with Andrea hanging off my arm because she was so had agoraphobia so bad that like the only reason she went was to see if it would help with my service dog, because she needed a service dog. Like, we were pretty close. She was like a sister to me. Out of everybody at Camp Unknown, I'm the only guy that's ever been able to come out there and stay at the house, and so she felt comfortable with me. She said I was like the brother she never had. And in the past, right, like something was going on with her. I don't know if it's drinking. I don't want to get into too much, but she changed. She became hateful. She called me a piece of crap loser. And how do you go from being the big brother God gave you and blessed you with later in life to a piece of crap loser when you didn't do nothing wrong? Like, I can show all my screenshots of the conversation we've had. You can ask Billy. The only thing I've ever said to them was biblical advice regarding their marriage. Read Ephesians chapter 5. I sat and prayed with both of them. I mean, and everybody's coming out and trying to look. I've never been a drug dealer. All right. I've been a hardworking arborist for 33 years of my life. Have I been a knucklehead and done some crazy stuff? Yes. Do I have 2 TBIs and complex PTSD and I'm kind of weird? You betcha. But you know what?
And you're
God knew
a
every
patriot.
mistake I was ever going to make. And he still called me out of darkness. And I'm out here, proofs in the pudding. I'm out here doing what God's called me to do. And it really sucks that these people who I'm supposed to forgive, and look, let me tell you, I got to forgive these people. The word of God says, if you do not forgive your brother their trespasses, neither will your Father in heaven forgive you yours. So I got you. It's a mandatory requirement. All right. But it's hard to be trying to walk this walk, fight all your inner demons, trying to do good and serve and do something greater than yourself, and have everybody and their brother who don't even know you crap all over you, call your friend. I mean, just, I've held Billy White, like, y'all don't even know. We're talking ugly face crying. My wife's held, like, it has been a brutal 2 months because of these people. It has been pain and tears, and do we give up? Are we going to throw the towel in? It's been brutal. And none of these people really give a shit.
Well, I've said it, and I think Rats wants to chime in here, but I've said it and I get Billy's, I can hear Billy in the background on occasion, but I've said it a few times. I'm surprised he's not pissed off at me because I'm not coming out saying he's innocent.
Bro, he love and respects you. Look, Billy respects you, brother, and no one's expecting anybody to come. If you got facts, you got facts, and if you don't, then let the cops do their work, man. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying. That's what I've been saying from the get-go. Rats, go ahead. Do you have anything you want to say, or?
Yeah, well, first I wanted to say that it's not like Andrea didn't have anything on her plate.
Right.
I mean, she
had a lot.
lost a child
Yeah.
in the past few months, and she's been going through this hurricane mess. And, I have friends that live in New Orleans whenever Katrina hit, and it messed them up. And I mean, with everything that was going on with Helene, it just kind of hung around for a lot longer than like Katrina did. So it was like onslaught day after day after day after day after day after day, and it wears on you.
Yep.
And I know it wore on her.
And then all the service she did serving Camp Unknown, Billy and her both have PTSD from this, and then some. Like, and look, let me tell you something. You understand someone's content, the content of their character. You understand that over time. That first impression is great, and if you got any kind of discernment, that's good for you. But you don't really know somebody until you know them over a period of time, and you see what they do on a consistent basis. And yes, Billy might be a hothead in certain areas and a little wild on some things, but guess what? So was the Apostle Peter, y'all. And I know because I spent time with Billy 2.5 months. After I got my teeth knocked out, I worked for another 6 weeks. Billy had to tell me to go home. I didn't get kicked out of nothing. Me and Billy and Andrea were in tears when I had to leave. But I tell you who showed up for me every time I needed some help. No matter what it was, no matter how dangerous, no matter what, Billy and Andrea never said no. They never not showed up for me. They never didn't pull something together to get the job done with me. And people who are good people do that. Shitbags do not do that. Bad people do not do. Look, their property is so foobarred. Their property was like 90% of the assessments I've done, their property was 100 times worse. And Billy and Andrea refused to let me do work there. And even when I come back up to go to court with them, we started going out and helping veterans that had foobarred properties that weren't even as bad as theirs. That's the content of their character. These like, and to sit there, and if anybody knew Billy and Andrea, the love that they had was a tangible thing. Even in an environment such as the camp, you could, like, I've never met a couple that I felt was so in love, like really deeply, madly, truly just in love with each other. And it's tragic what happened. But you know what? I don't want to say it's more tragic, but how screwed up is it that Billy has been brutally drugged when he's been innocent? It's just, it's unfair. It's like, how in the hell did that even happen? And people jump on the bandwagon, and this Fruit Loop, West Side, whatever she is, like, you don't tell people you're scared of people, me and Billy, and then you go to Billy's house trying to find it all by yourself or whatever. And what she said in her interviews, straight lies. I was standing right there. Can you pause it? It's all BS. Like there's no, in the
Can you
interview
pause
she
it for a
said, yeah,
second,
they ate the whole
Gregory?
pizza. And then
Billy just said, or Hawk just said, when you go to Billy's house. So they're already calling Andrea's house Billy's house. They just called Andrea's house Billy's house, I think, just now. I mean, we can keep going. This is a long video, so we can keep going. I just wanted to say that.
I'll eat pizza. Like there's anybody with a lick of brains can see the lie. And it's just it's dumbfounding to me to believe how many people can get on a bandwagon. And let me tell you what Sean Porter's done to me. He's reached out to every one of my friends, every one of my supporters. I've had a public Facebook for 5 years, and I had to turn it private and make private posts now because I got these Fruit Loops doing what they're doing. You know, and just the lies, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But to reach out, I have friends in the Netherlands he reached out to. They sent me the voicemail. Like, GS, get Billy or ask Billy if you want some of the screenshots and stuff I got. I'd be happy to give them to you. And some of the voice things Sean Porter said about us to friends of mine. And it's just like, why do you systematically go out and try to destroy someone's life? I've never done nothing wrong to these people other than Tav. I've never met any one of these Fruit Loops before. All right. And the only one who said he's never met me was the one I met. So he's a liar too.
Well, you guys
And
are
it's
just collateral damage.
It's
It's
just
not personal. It's about making them famous.
yeah.
Either that, or I thought about this today with Sean. Maybe Sean just got it within himself to try and drag all these 1A auditors through a wonderful fable by the
It's all
nose.
Sean's fault. Listen, it's all Sean's fault, according to that lady.
You all will be dumb enough to follow it.
So this is, I mean, I think I showed Porter a lot of respect and grace, and that especially the one time where he was laughing and smiling when he was pissing off Rabbit, like he had the real satisfied, like impish, like evil smile on his face, and that
We're
did bother
laughing,
me.
GS, because we're
Nothing
not buying
was
Rabbit's
going on.
story. That's why we're laughing, not because this is funny.
If it wasn't
Sorry,
Sean
Greg.
Porter, there would be no Rabbit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I mean,
Sean Porter make the Rabbit. You know, Sean Porter took out the Rabbit out. If Sean Porter never took Rabbit, there will be no Rabbit. You know, Sean Porter helped him out. Remember that, Billy and GS. Sean Porter helped Rabbit. You know, remember that.
Yep.
I've been with YouTube for 2 years. I see the videos. Okay.
You know, and I'm trying to maintain some level of composure about it, but I don't really have a lot of tolerance for that. But that said, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, where is he? How much of what this man was saying was even true at this point in time? There is no investigation open. Was he being lied to by Tim? Don said that, Hawk said he had a conversation with Tim. That's going to remain private. I don't know if that's true or false. That's fine. I don't have any reason to not believe it, and I don't have any reason to believe it. So again, I'm going to be pretty much Switzerland with this stuff. That said, you know, where is he? Like where's the you know, where's the 10 toes? What's up? Go ahead, Hawk.
Let me say this. I can prove if anybody's ever in doubt, all right, like there's some people I don't have no problem talking to you. You're one of them, yeah. All right. Ruff's another one I'll talk to. People who can remain biased and not spin a narrative for whatever they're doing. All right. I can send you the screenshots of the time when I talked with them for 1 hour. Like I can validate anything and I'm willing to do that. I've done it with law enforcement. I've done it with my friends, and I've had a lot of hard talks. And like I didn't just talk with
you
them.
didn't
Man.
want to do it with
We
me
talked
nor
for
people.
like 59 minutes and 58 seconds, something like that. So like if you want, I can send you screenshots of I can send you everything I'm talking about, I'm more than happy to validate. So people can be like, I saw it, it's the truth, you know? So I have
Well,
nothing to hide.
how much effort does it take to call the sheriff's department and confirm whether or not there's an open case and
Amen.
stop with that?
Yep.
I'll tell you, I did. I called in June.
Right. How much does
about
it take? That lady is right.
call to confirm whether or not there was an open case into murking. And I got my answer. And I told the guy, I said, I'm not even going to go into anything more, even though I'd love to. But all I want to know is there an open case? And he answered my question.
That's all we want to know
which
too. Is there an open case? Yeah.
They are satisfied with their findings. And to me, on June 18th, that stopped. So all this bull crap, see, I couldn't get on panels because it was pissing me off too bad.
Feel ya. And
Yes.
I want, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry, brother. Look.
No, hey, listen, we want, listen, okay, don't apologize to me. Like even Boot said, I'd be up there. I want for Hawk to get his time to respond. I'm watching and supporting though. I don't have a problem with that at all. And so you have nothing to apologize to me. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to say what you need to say, but don't feel like you have to say anything.
Right.
So it's okay. You're other people will talk and fill in the gap. But you know, with the whole Porter thing, I have a very similar testimony of the usury of what's his nuts, Chris Ryder. Only called me when he needed something from me. Only called me when he needed a freaking favor. Only called me when I could be used of him. And frankly, I did reach out to him and say, hey, I wanted to offer myself up, and you know, he needed me, or you know, I didn't have a problem with that. But I was helping him. I really thought that I was doing the right thing with the guy. And come to find out
about it.
Yeah, then come to find out he's just a user, dude. I mean, most of these people are just users.
Yeah.
And so I agree with what Rabbit said. You know, he only it was okay for me to be in the rabbit suit when you could use me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this is really.
Let me pause this. Okay, Jez, I asked you, I think about a month ago, I said, how is your friend? What happened is, I don't speak to him anymore. That's a lie. You say you spoke to him. Okay.
Really heartbreaking, dude. It really is. Just, you know, Andrea, a legacy for us is we've spent hours, I mean, like not even hours, days and days, a period of weeks formulating. I mean, our bylaws for our nonprofit, like I think 126 pages. I mean, and Andrea dotted every I and crossed every T, and like the food dog support, the service dog program is our major initiative. We're a working ministry. We go out and work so we can do work for free. Do work for free for people who can't afford it, and that's what we're supposed to do. We're called to take care of the widow and the orphan, the disabled, the veteran, the addict, the alcoholic. We're not here for sister better birthday than you. We're the misfit ministry, you know. And food dogs is, I have complex PTSD with
Misfit makers, I thought I heard.
And I've been emotionally handicapped, and I have labels of mental illness that I feel like God has really broken me and set me free from. And a lot of that has to do with my service dog and me putting in some work. All right, dialectical behavior therapy, and working on me and fixing my issues daily, pulling the boards out of my own eye before I worry about the speck of dust in anybody else's. And Andrea loved the service dog. Like, that was the whole thing of this, is so we can rescue bully breeds, train them to be PTSD service dogs to save lives. 22 a day is 22 too many. Veterans will always be first. But if it grows into something greater than, like, we can serve a civilian sector too. And I mean, that's what it's all about for us. We're out here getting our hands dirty, busting our butt. Like I almost got folded up a couple weeks ago. Like they tell me I can't climb anymore. My spine's so screwed up from the hit I took doing a tree by myself. No, I'm just a dude that's trying to be a so word of God. And anything good in me is Jesus. It ain't me. I am a savage thing, y'all. But I'm putting in the work, right? And this is our goal. And he wanted to take that property, set it up, build out 4 yurt sites, have veterans come out and do a decompress, have a month to 2 weeks, a month, train with their dogs. It'd be a hands-on training program, then come back when we do the transfer for the dog. And like, I mean, we have it all written out. We have the vision, and these people have just crushed all our forward momentum. We had like, it's just,
Can
they
you
don't
pause it for a
realize
second,
the
Gregory?
damage they've done. The 2 dudes, there was,
You got a message that I'd just like to announce that Joshua Martinez says hello to the union. So appreciate that. If I don't know if you can pull up comments, Gregory, maybe pull up. I think Sam the Man may have just said that in the chat, but if you can pull up comments, that would be cool. If not, no big deal. Just go ahead and play it whenever you're ready, okay?
Okay.
Involved too, but 2 women and 2 guys who had a dream to do something greater than themselves and to try to save lives and try to be a light in this world as we're called to do. That's all the Savage Tanks is about. We're called to love God, love people, and make disciples. We're trying to do something great. And like the attacks, it's like the gates of hell opened up against us. And the only consolation I can take in any of this is that, the enemy only talking about, I think Chris Rupp was talking about read the art of war. The enemy only attacks what's valuable. So I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I do know who holds tomorrow. And I know that we were called to do something. And if the attacks have been this great, if it has just been one thing after another in this onslaught of demonic buggery, then I got to stand firm in believing that whatever God's called us to do is going to shake the foundation of hell. And that's the only thing. That's the only thing keeping me and Billy going right now is our hopes that God's purpose for us is so great that it warrants all this.
So I do have I do have a question. I don't mean to interrupt too much, but you kind of repeating yourself a whole lot.
I have
which is
ADHD
fine.
and a brain thing, so I'm
No,
sorry.
I mean it's fine. It's fine. But you mentioned tomorrow. I know who holds tomorrow. Well, according to Sean Porter, tomorrow is when this guy named Text is allegedly in Minecraft going to be showing up to basically allegedly in Minecraft have a conversation with Rabbit. Now, again, you don't answer what you don't want to answer. Don't say what you don't want to say or can't say. But I don't know if you heard me when I said when Sean Porter made that statement, it sounded an awful lot like a veiled threat to me.
Yes, it did.
And that would put me in a heightened state of alert or alarm.
These guys are the only ones
Even if I were prepared for it, it would still put me in a heightened state of alert and alarm. And so I just wanted to point out.
Well, without tipping any hand, let me just say this. I think both mine and Billy's situational and tactical awareness is above the average person. And we did take that threat seriously. We did.
Okay.
But we've also informed the sheriff.
Pause it real quick, Gregory, if you can.
So like.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, just real quick. They're talking about taking tactical positions, and then he's about to say, I believe he has guns too. So you can hit play. I just wanted everybody to catch that.
Okay. Hey, the public safety, I dropped the link 2 times already for you. If you see the chat.
And this still has like 25 minutes, so I don't know how long you have, Gregory. Hopefully, we can get through the whole video because I'll talk less. But if you're feeling good and want to keep going, then we can pause it a little bit more.
We
But
are halfway done, mate. We're at 50
Okay.
minutes mark right now. Because
Yeah,
I don't have no advertise.
Yeah, hit play whenever you're ready, man.
I don't have no advertise in my videos. I have the premium vision.
Say anything you're not supposed to say.
These people with their veiled threats and whatever are just digging the hole for themselves for not just civil litigation but criminal charges. You can't stop people. You can't do what Sean Porter's done, and what he's done has been illegal. And what West Side, whatever her name is, did was
They're real worried.
Erica.
They're real worried.
That was illegal. It's illegal to do that. It's illegal to stop somebody. It's illegal. You know what I mean? And the fact that people are doing that, I will tell you this. I have 2 dogs with me. One is my service dog. The other is a female Rottweiler named Indy. Both of these dogs are very well trained, and both these dogs would die to protect me. So if Tex or anybody else comes out to the house tomorrow, you know, we're not
let's pause it.
armed. You know, the Lord will fight for us.
Okay,
How are you doing, Craig?
You know what I mean?
How are you doing, Craig?
So we're totally prepared for anything that.
What's happening, y'all?
How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing pretty good. Spending some time with the fam.
Thanks for hopping
chilling.
out.
What's that? Can y'all
Thanks
hear
for
me?
dropping on my panel. Thank you. Yeah, I can hear you.
No problem. My
Thank
pleasure.
you for joining my my channel.
I thought it was funny, Todd trying to pretend that he was friends with me. Like I'm going to call on Todd for anything. He's so stupid. Anybody had ever believed a word out of that man's beard?
I don't either.
Yeah, that whole panel ain't nothing but liars. I don't know who he's got coming on there for his grift, but like, is it just me, or does Killamilla sound like he talks with his mouth really far open?
Is that
I feel like Killamilla talks like this and spits on people. He's like the real life version of Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
You should bring that Boomer Tav up here.
Does Tav want to come up on panel? Because
come up with me, Tav. Let's play.
Because Donald Carney was talking a lot of shit about Tav, and Billy's in the background here. You know what's going on here, right? What this is about, Chris? Okay, this
well,
is
I mean, generally, but I need filled in on the if we're in a detailed scenario.
Okay, well, Donald Carney is up on the panel here, and he is he's known as the Hawk, and he's with Billy at Andrea's house right now. Okay, they were supposedly working together the day the Lion One died in Charlotte, and we just found out that there's a third person that was with them that day too, and that is the Lieutenant Colonel Mark Owens, who we've covered that somewhat. He's the arms dealer. He talked to Andrea for about 3 hours before she died, and then after she died, he bought a motel room for Billy and the Hawk to stay in the 2 nights following the death of Andrea. Right, so that's super sketchy. He's definitely involved in this, but Donald Carney is up here talking about everything except for the day of the death.
Well, sure, of course they want to avoid it. I mean, is he friend? He's obviously friends with Rabbit, right?
Yeah, they're friends, and it seems to me like after this video that Carney actually might have done the murder. Right, and
I don't know, man.
Like I mean, is it seems like Carney's running cover for Billy, but actually, I think Carney's just running cover for himself and making it look like he's running cover for Billy, so Billy can't fuck this up, right? Carney is definitely in charge, okay, in that house. There is no fucking doubt about it. Carney's
well, I mean, we know that, you know, there was a lot of pressure from people that wanted to pretty much take over Andrea's house.
Yeah,
So,
the gypsy playbook, right? He
yeah, they
seems
were
like a
trying to get
gypsy,
her,
like they literally killed her and are trying to take over her house.
and that meant a lot to him. The house did.
To Billy?
Well, to that group, like,
yeah,
like I mean, I don't know if they were homeless or whatever, but you know, they really, you know, like they would do more than the average person who has a home to try to take over her home. You know what I'm saying?
right. Well, I don't know if you heard the phone call from Donald Carney to Alicia immediately after the death of Lion One. Okay, because so around at 3:23 p.m. on May 30th, Lion One was on the phone with her best friend in Piqua, Ohio. Her name is Alicia, and they hung up at 3:23 p.m. Okay, at 4:17 p.m., Billy called 911, and around shortly after 5 p.m., he called Alicia from Lion One's phone. Okay, and so that phone call has been played, and then immediately after Billy called Alicia, the Hawk called Alicia. Donald Carney is the Hawk, and he said, well, Alicia interrogated him because none of this made sense, and she said that that Lion One told Alicia that she didn't like the Hawk, that she didn't want him there, that she kicked him out. And he was like, no, I'm staying somewhere else. Like I never needed to stay there or anything, acting like it made no sense for him to stay at Andrea's house. But as soon as she dies, where's he at? Andrea's house. And he's been there ever since. And he's staying
So
in this
he's staying
video.
there. He was staying there with Billy.
He is staying there with Billy. This video just took place yesterday.
Oh yeah,
This was
like
on
the
GS's
one
stream.
on
He's live on GS's stream, and Billy is talking in the background. They're at Andrea's house.
Man, I think we're overthinking this. Like, I think it's pretty simple. If you heard Billy Rabbit's testimony, where he was trying to address all the accusations online, if you heard that live stream, what was it, a couple weeks ago? I mean, he incriminated himself entirely. The facts he gave during that, I mean, it's got me convinced. You remember the last time I talked to you, PH, I wasn't convinced that that Billy did it, right?
Right.
Well, now I am after hearing that. After hearing that live stream, I mean, come on, man. You know,
that
like, it don't take a rocket
you.
scientist to put this together. And obviously, you know, that's part of the problem that we all have with our government is that when it comes to crimes, you know, where the people need the assistance of the government that they pay for, you rarely get it. You definitely ain't going to get a good job. They want clout, maybe. So, I mean, you know, if the police there were just like, maybe if they thought they might get a lot of clout from solving it, you know, then you might get a different reaction from them. You know, I don't know. I mean, I think they're investigating it as potentially it could become a murder case. But they definitely didn't drop it like Todd's saying. I know that for a fact.
Have you talked to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear the phone call between the sheriff and BSBT?
No, but I think it's irrelevant because like they're like right now what Todd's doing is trying to mix the facts that were brought during that phone call. And I mean, if you want to hear a phone call that's incriminating on the opposite of that narrative, in other words, that there is an investigation ongoing, then you should hear my conversation I had with them. So
with the sheriff,
I don't care what BSBT's call was because I know what my call was. And
wait, you have a call with the sheriff of Mitchell County?
Yeah, but I'm not publishing it.
Oh well, then it didn't happen.
Well, it did happen. I'm telling you, it happened right here from my mouth. And I'm saying this. Todd's a liar, saying that they're not looking into it. They're definitely interested. But there's also other crimes, that they're looking into. So
Yeah.
it ain't
So
just,
okay.
it ain't
So
dropped.
it was the testimony by Billy. It was him getting on GS's live stream, and was it the one where he got mad at Sean Porter when Sean Porter was on there, or was it the one before that?
Hang on one second. I'm sorry. Somebody's going by on a crotch rocket with no muffler. Sorry. I'm outside. I don't want to talk about this kind of stuff in front of the kiddo. What was it?
So the convincing testimony by Billy, the testimony that convinced you of his guilt, was that the live stream with Sean Porter or without Sean Porter?
I believe Sean Porter was on that day, and it was Billy going to confront him.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that episode, I know which one you're talking about. That was very influential.
Well,
On a
sure.
lot of
Listen
things.
to
Yeah.
his timeline. It's not possible. He's lying for sure.
Right. But
It
yet
can't
the
be.
police
It can't be
haven't done
true.
anything. I mean,
Yeah,
the police. What do you think their problem is?
I don't think they have a problem other than their normal. They barely give a fuck. But I mean, I don't think that they're completely ignoring it either. I think they're just being what police do. It's slow going for cases that don't make them money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cops are the arm of the government to collect money. That's not, their main job isn't to do real cases that we think of police to do. You know what I'm saying? So, in that particular jurisdiction is not exactly like, a very professional enforcement team. I mean, what do they got? Like 6 people on that sheriff's department?
I don't
It's
know.
not like they're dealing with a lot of, big crime cases that they have to really investigate. You know what I mean?
Did you know that there's another suspicious death that happened right next door to Lion One last year?
I heard a little something, maybe just recently, but no, I didn't know about it.
His name was Sean Rickman, and it was before the hurricane. Sometime I'm thinking in July of last year, and based on what I've gathered, he died from a head trauma that is very suspicious on its own, but having it be right next door to Lion One,
that's weird,
right?
Yeah, y'all are digging up all kinds of stuff. I think what you're doing is a really good job. It'd be nice to see government actually doing it because they get paid for it and you don't. But
well, I care and they don't.
Right, and I love you for caring. Thank you. But I think that we're overthinking it because like in any real governmental system that follows the law in black and white, they would have already charged. I mean, they would have already charged Rabbit.
So, do you think we should just forget about them?
No.
Or should we? I mean, what do you suggest?
Keep the pressure on.
Keep the pressure on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you are convinced. I mean, I've never felt that everybody should just trust me, but trust me enough to listen and hear me out, because I believe everybody can be convinced. The evidence is that compelling.
Yeah, the
and
evidence. I mean, it's not just the evidence, but I mean the motives. You know what I'm saying? Like, motive is a huge portion in an investigation, and there's so much motive here that it's about ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous that the cuffs ain't on and the interrogation room ain't fired up. Like, they should have definitely brought Billy into the interrogation room immediately after the murder or death, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
This is absolutely, not a good light on the sheriff's department. That's for sure. And I heard that they turned the case over to the state. Is that true?
Well, in the phone call that the sheriff had with BSBT, at the time we thought that he said FBI, but Donald Carney said that he said SBI, which I had never heard of, but that's the State Bureau of Investigation in North Carolina,
Okay.
apparently.
Yeah. So that was
Yeah.
on that phone call with BSBT with the sheriff.
Yeah. The
Yeah, they
sheriff
don't have the
acted like he
resources
didn't
at that
know
department.
anything about it.
They don't have the resources at that sheriff's department. He had like 6 employees.
That's it?
Yeah, it was like 6 or 8. Yeah.
Oh
They
my
only had
God.
2 investigators.
Oh my God.
Right. I mean, it's a mountain town. Have you been there to Spruce Pine?
I have, but I didn't know their sheriff's department was that small. I expected them to be much bigger.
No, they go off populace. So if you recall, there's no the population is really low there.
Yeah. Spruce Pine is I've been there twice for a few weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean all this nonsense that needs to go back to the moon or rats to the honeymoon or whatever the fuck that dumb bitch's name is. She's acting like, Andrea had motive. It's like, no, she didn't.
Right. She's definitely been running cover for sure.
Yeah,
And she knows the lore. She knew
Just
the
for
lore
Todd.
right away. Like all
Just
their
for
talking
Todd.
points. Huh?
Just for Todd.
Just for Todd?
Yeah, like if I were Todd's wife, I would be really curious about the relationship between Rats to the Moon and Todd, because Brandy won't go to the ends of the earth for Todd, but Rats to the Moon will.
Okay. Well,
yeah, so
I mean, I just don't. One thing that's always bugged me is how Todd and Rats to the Moon and Mountain Mama and Donald Carney knew the talking points literally overnight.
Well, they practice it together. That's how that works. Like so there's been many a time, I've been in this vicious circle of morons for what, 2 years now, 2.5 years. And the way it works is they say a lie in front of each other, and then it's almost like an elbow nudge, like go along with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how this group operates. That's how they function. I remember when the dude from the KKK group out of Carrollton, Greg Brent, when he was up on panel with Todd, he had said something like, and I mean, it's just one example, but he had said something like, we weren't even there that day or something like that. And then Todd was like, because Todd's stupid, so he don't catch on very quick when they're lying. And he said something like, oh, I thought you were. And he goes, no, remember, Todd, remember? And Todd was like, that's how they do it. They lie for each other in the moment, because it's just a, wash and rinse, repeat group of people that cover for each other. They're all bad people.
Yeah, it's politics, right? Because the only time that you can get a group of folks to legitimize murder is when politics are involved.
What do you mean by that? Like what politics? These people
Well,
have
it's identity
function.
politics. I mean, there's the politics of the People Party that is peaceable and does things a certain way, and then there's the politics of murder, right, in the dark side, and their politics are just fucking different.
No, I see. You're just using like a different version as a
Yeah, this
definition
is the
for the word.
politics of the 1A, right? And
Yeah, I don't think these people aren't in 1A. They're only, their position is to destroy 1A, not as a member of a community, as a member of an anti-community. You know what I'm saying? That's what they are.
Right. And just like in wrestling, okay, you have the good guys and the bad guys, right?
Right.
And they're both wrestling each other, and they're both, even though if you're one of the wrestlers, it might seem like you're fighting, but if you're one of the viewers, everybody's in the WWE.
Yeah, I don't know about that narrative, because like I mean, I was considered 1A for the longest time, and like I hate Todd, dude. Like in reality, and I'm real honest about my actual situation. I'm not acting up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. And like Kaiser, if he had ever gotten within reaching distance from me, then I would have caught a felony. And Todd, you know, I fucking hate him, dude. Like he's a piece of shit, worthless scumbag, lying grifter.
Right.
You know,
But,
so like I
your
don't think there's
politics-
like WWE, bro. Like at the end of the day, they're all making money and acting and being friends behind the scenes. That's not what it's like. You know, these are
they're not all friends behind the scenes, though. But see, just like okay, your politics is not to destroy the 1A.
not. I mean,
That's not what you do. Okay, I've never
No.
seen you go after the 1A and try to destroy it. Right. So that's
not
your
support
politics.
it.
It doesn't matter who you get along with. What I'm talking about is your politics, right? You don't do that, right? Direct D does do that.
Well,
Okay,
Direct
so
D is
that's
being
your
paid.
politics. And
Direct D
AFA
is trying to get out of charges. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he's making a profit from it. He's working, you know, with them.
Right. And we know JJ's politics is to justify murder. We know GS's politics is to justify murder. We know KFAR's politics is to justify murder. Even if they're not all talking to each other, their politics still remain the same.
Yeah, I can see that. I think
they're still in the same political party, and that's why they're all defending murder or staying quiet.
Yeah, I just have a way different definition of politics, but yeah, I don't disagree with your narrative.
Well, there's politics like Republicans and Democrats, right? But now there's going to be the People Party, right? And the People
I
Party.
understand what you're saying, bro. I just,
Yeah.
I don't, I'm not like I'm used to my version of politics, and it's not quick. I'm not quick to like understand it in that fashion. But what
Yeah,
I
you're
am
just
saying is,
hearing
I
it.
think
You're
there's
just
more to
hearing it.
it.
Yeah.
There's more to it. Like these are people who grew up, you know, being coddled by somebody or maybe abused by somebody and got coddled for being abused. And they chose the path of becoming the abusers. And to do that, they have to defend each other. They defend themselves in a narcissistic way. I mean, you're thinking of people like Todd, Chris, Kaiser, JJ. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about this. They all share the same attributes. They're all narcissistic. They all deny accountability, and they all fend for one another if they recognize that there's another one like themselves in the area, right? Like,
right.
They need a group so that they can go off of each other's back. Like one could just smack their wife in the mouth in front of another, and if the person in the room is like, dude, I'm gonna handle you for doing that, then they don't have, like, that person's in trouble, right? The one that did this bitch smack. But if they got a friend that'll go, no, you deserved it, to the woman, then the woman's going to get ganged up on, right? So that's the kind of people they surround themselves with. They need to have, and they work really hard to defend each other because they need to have that extra person to verify what the villain that they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why you see them all. They're the same people, like the exact same people that defended Kaiser are the people in Todd's chat now, and are the people in Chris Ruff's chat. They're exactly the same people, and
Yeah.
you know,
they've cross-pollinated because their politics are the same.
well, because
They hate
you're calling
people.
it politics. I'm going to say their villainous is the same. You know what I'm saying? They're
okay.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're evil people that need each other for verification. So I think that's what they're doing. They're leaning on each other. That way they don't look like the odd one out when they're called out.
Right. Right.
And they'll do that, man. They'll do that until the end of time. I mean, that's why evil continues to persist, because, you know, I mean, look at real politics. Look at governmental politics right now. You got pedos in business, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're protecting each other. That's what they do.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
gross.
you want to watch some more of this video, Chris?
Yeah, I'll do it until Tiff makes me leave. I got to go get groceries here in a little bit with her.
All right, because we do got to play this. This is very
let's roll.
important testimony by Don Carney.
Yeah, let's go.
If someone wants to FAFO, then we're okay with that too, without saying it too mean there. But like I said, I'm saved, not soft, and we're not called to lay down and let people rape or pillage or destroy us. Psalm 144:1 says, "I praise the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for battle and prepares my fingers for war." So, you know, I wear flip flops, y'all, because I ain't backing up and I don't plan on running. You know, and I ain't trying to be a bear or nothing, but I'm a good guy. I haven't always been a good guy. And there's an old guy. There's my extreme kindness. There's the extreme guy on the other end. I don't want that guy in my life. I beat that guy down. I deny that dude daily. All right, a lot during the day. All right, because I'm trying to be who God called me to be. And I do know that greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. And I'm going to stand on that. But I'm no punk. And you want to come talk to me, we can talk. And you come put your hands on me, you're going to learn what it's like to pull a tiger by the tail. So, like, I'm not threatening them. I ain't trying to look for no fight. I ain't trying to, I'm the most humble guy in the room. All right. But if you invade the bubble, I'm going to deflate you. And I'm good at physical things. I got that TPD strength. And I've been in martial science since my dad was a nom SEAL, so I didn't really grow up normal. And so I'm good to go. And Billy is no punk. So, yeah, maybe that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, like I said, don't feel like you got to fill the silence.
No,
you can stop talking, right?
I know it's hard though.
Exodus 14:14, right?
You got to tell me shut up. Shut up.
No, I'm just saying you don't. I keep telling you, you don't have to fill the silence, bro.
I know.
You
It's
don't
just,
have to
I have a
explain
lot that I want to
anything.
get out. I've been stuffing a lot in, guys. Like I've
I
been
know.
biting my
I hear you.
tongue, and just that people don't look at there's stages of grief too, and there's an anger stage. And I really think Billy's little interview with Sean was the anger stage popped out. And can you blame him?
I understand it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So go ahead. Did anyone, Killer? Did you have anything you wanted to say or any questions? No.
Yeah, Todd, I love you.
I wanted to say that whenever he was talking about Tav crapping his britches, it just gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Just want to say.
Well, that's what I've said to Tav on several occasions. See, you might want to stick to harassing professionals.
Can we pause it, Gregory?
Who have to listen to your nonsense. Otherwise, they risk losing their job. But when you go in the real world and you run your
I don't know if you caught that, but he was saying that the Lord is going to fight his battles and they're prepared for anything, like they're going to hold that place down, make their last stand there. Did you hear that, Gregory?
I kind of.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I heard a little bit like that too.
Yeah, I think we should rewind that and hear that again.
I wear flip flop for a reason. I ain't running.
Right, that's the gypsy playbook. You see what I'm saying? I mean, he's really putting his feet in the ground, and they're like, "No, this is our house now," and shit.
What'd be funny is to see Todd and Phila
might want to stick to
actually go join them, like put their feet in the ground like them.
To be quiet.
Right, they can do Waco 2.0. You mean?
Yeah, get in there, Todd. Like, back it up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Act like a tough guy. Be a tough guy. Be that.
Right.
Go Waco style. Drink the Kool-Aid. Don't just talk about it on the internet, Todd.
I know. I mean, this might be very prophetic, though. What he was saying. This could be like they're willing to make their last stand there.
They say that. I mean, and maybe they mean it, but the only thing I think it does is it kind of gives you more of that motive, more towards that motive we were talking about. They need a house.
Right.
They're
They need a
fucking
house. Yeah.
homeless. They're a bunch of broke ass homeless motherfucking grifters.
I mean, I've been walking around the country for 9 years. It's not that big of a deal, you know.
Bro, I'm not knocking on homeless people. I'm
No, I'm
knocking on
saying
people that feel
them.
like they got to steal it from somebody
Yeah,
else. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about them. They feel like they need this, you know. And I feel like they killed Andrea for it, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, they have motive. I mean, Billy certainly had motive. She was dumping him. And let me ask you this: I haven't talked to you, Press, since the last time we talked, which was before I was convinced that Billy was, you know.
Yeah, we talked on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you that: did you catch the part where Billy accidentally admitted that it was him that wrote the will, the quote unquote will?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, that's huge. How about this? Did you catch the part where Billy said that the cops had to bust the door in because it was locked to the bedroom?
We went and we looked at that, and it seemed like he said the cop was banging on the door, and that seemed more to me like the front door. Because if it was an interior door, he's not going to be like banging on an interior door. He's just going to break that door open. It'd be
No,
super,
dude. He
super
was talking
easy.
about the bedroom door, man.
I don't know for sure.
He
We
had
went
already
back and
said
we
that he
looked.
heard him come through the house. Like, you need to re-listen to that. It was admission. Like, he doesn't
You said
realize
he
it, but he's
already heard them come
fully
through the house.
incriminated.
Listen, we can come back to this because this was recorded. This is Billy live right now playing video games. He's live
Okay,
right now
right.
playing video games with Carney in the chat.
Oh my God.
Right.
Billy is live right fucking now?
Stephanie Jenks, thank you for the heads up. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
A shooting game on the Savage Saints.
And Carney's in his live chat.
Arma
So
with
it's-
War Pig.
So it's King Bluto.
But you get some light towers up. Possible. This dude freaking hanging out in the shed behind me. He's like, I built for today. Kind of creepy, dude. Really. Is it like a real player? Or? I have no idea, and I don't want to ask any questions. I just put two in his face and kept building.
Wow.
I'm going to see if you are not. I don't know if you can actually spawn to it.
Can we play this on the big screen?
We could, yeah, if Gregory wanted to go over to it. They're a bunch of attention whores is what they are. They're playing video games. Shoot 'em up, bang bang video games.
I thought Rabbit was talking about the case.
No, he's talking on the video game. See, I'll show it.
Started right here. Yeah, this is nice.
I thought it was an end of the world situation there for him still, and he was working his ass off and cutting old women out from under trees. Like, how's he got time to play on fucking video games?
He's got time, apparently. They're video gaming it up. Stephanie Jenks came through with that. I don't know. We could go stream snipe that if you want, Gregory. Do you want to?
What?
If Todd's is live right now, you better watch it because he
No,
takes them
not
down and
Todd.
puts them behind paywalls.
No, the Savage Saints are live.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, because
And he-
Todd tries to make money off of it. His whole point in being involved is to make money off of it.
Right. No, we've got this stream from Todd here that we're playing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should just finish that. We were going to rewind that and listen to their declaration, of the last stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that, Gregory. You still have that video up?
Okay. Yeah.
You want to rewind it a little bit for us because we're trying to
I get
hear
it
what he
ready.
said again?
I get it
Okay.
ready.
All right, but we can't see it on the screen. It's just me.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Quiet and who have to listen to your nonsense. Otherwise, they risk losing their job. But when you go in the real world and you run your cock holster,
boom.
Yeah, Tav seems like the kind of guy who's just really lonely and wants to make friends. But I think now I have made some of my best friendships out of conflict. That is true. I think maybe in another world and another time, Tav and I would never be friends either, even in that world. But that said, listen, I'll pray from you. I'll pray for you, but you stay the F over there with your Muppet ass, and do not come around me. Do not make threats. You're not welcome on my property. You've been verbally trespassed, and you've been told that many times. If you do, I'm going to consider whatever you got planned as a threat, and I will navigate you as the obstacle that you present yourself to be.
Tabby's got a public sidewalk in his yard.
Not a threat.
It's about 10 feet
Not
from
a
his
threat at all.
door.
Not making any kind of a threat.
It's fact.
Yep, just a fact.
Because he lives in a junkyard subdivision.
I'm gonna play. Let's see. I'm gonna be playing some of this, so you guys can definitely respond if you want to.
Yeah, sorry, I had up another screen. I was just sitting back listening. I don't have any questions.
No, I understand. I understand, and you're just trying to be respectful. Let me see something.
And I do appreciate, like, a lot of y'all been good and encouraging, and we're supposed to encourage each other. For those who haven't jumped on the bandwagon and who's really been supportive and gone out of the way to give condolences and to be there, just thank you and God bless you for that. Like, I mean, if we could all get on the same wave with that, the world would be a much better place.
I agree, and I purposely wanted to leave this up because the @Billy killed Andrea. Do we know who owns that account? Is that Gregory?
It's your wife, Todd.
Or is that Press Harder? I think Press Harder did
It's
that.
your mom, dude.
That looks like some Muppet ass stuff that Press
Wow.
Harder did. This dude is running around saying this with 10 toes. I hope he gets the you know what suit out of him. Rabbit says it's pretty well known fact that my beard gets shaved. Yep. we said that in January. You did it.
He shaved it for court last year, I do believe, or maybe it was 2 years.
Yeah.
I know he's done it before, so no surprise.
Yeah. These people.
No surprise. He shaved his beard off to get the blood out of it.
I don't know how many people's ever worked in tree work or running trees through a tipper, but no matter, my wife has been doing it with me for almost 6 years, and she knows but it's going to grab your clothes, it's going to grab your hair, and like twice I saw Billy like it pulled it, like he screamed, had to hit the off like the stop bar because it scared the crap out of him. And I'm like, I told him, like, you're gonna shave that beard off, right? He said, I gotta shave the beard off. This thing's gonna kill me, So
it just so happened to be when he got home and his wife was murdered.
Oh, crazy how they can just. And
I thought old boy was going to say that he had to tell his wife to shave her beard off so she could run the wood chipper.
Swearing this is how it was, like the dogs were covered in this and that, like just everything has been so wrong about what they're saying. It's just.
Well, the other
in the background is just like, what the hell, man?
Right, but the other thing too that I find interesting is, I mean, if something traumatic like that happened to me, well,
you put it on YouTube, right, Todd?
I would probably do that as well, perhaps, maybe, but apparently, he said he shaved it off before he even went in there.
Yep.
And he kind of left it in. He left the mess because he would need an excuse to. Go clean it up because, if any of you look at my wife's not the typical female. When I hold on, I
He
want to
said he
make sure
knew
I
it would
want to
piss
make sure I'm
Andrea
very
off.
clear about this. I didn't say that Rabbit is a man's man and that he's like, you know, I don't understand where these guys get this. I said
That's
Rabbit and I
exactly
are not
what
the
he
same
said.
kind of man.
He said Rabbit was a
I'm
man's
way
man.
more of a chatty Cathy. A lot of times my
Right.
mouth can get my ass into trouble. Hopefully my mouth can get it back out of trouble.
Todd, your mouth do a lot,
Rabbit's
boy.
not a real chatty dude. And that's not a fucking crime. That's actually pretty typical for most men. I'm atypical.
If it's typical, then shave your
For
beard
most
off,
men.
Todd. Prove it. Prove
I mean,
how
I do have
typical it
masculine
is.
qualities, but being quiet and stoic and kind of like aloof and kind of unavailable, that's usually what most women complain about in their husbands. Now, if the man's saying, I was arguing, we'd been arguing, and I needed a reason to be able to, well, I got to go clean up the mess, and you know, I didn't want to leave a mess, so I just wanted to come check on you. But I wanted to clean up a mess in the bathroom. That's his get out of jail free card. You know, because I mean, women love it when men clean the house. You know, they won't interrupt them usually.
What is he even talking about,
But
bro?
so I mean, that is a very interesting and plausible. That's just as plausible of a description of what I remember him saying happened.
Hold on, pause
as,
this.
You know, somebody saying, "Well, he did it and he was trying to cover up evidence." But like I said, it's Occam.
How is this plausible in comparison? Within 45 minutes, this woman ends up being killed in the same house. And which one's more plausible? Dude shaved all his hair off because what, a gun that he racked was involved in it, or you know, he had to clean the wife, or he had to clean the bathroom so his wife wouldn't beat him up. Like, what the fuck is Todd even talking? Todd, if it's so common for a man to shave his beard, get your fucking ugly ass in the bathroom and shave that raggedy thing, man. It's full of puke anyway.
Well, Billy said that he knew it would piss Andrea off.
Bullshit, man. Like, when are we going to stop listening to this nonsense that comes out of these whimsical liars' mouths? Like, It's obvious, dude. We know why you shaved your face, because you racked the gun. Why'd you rack the gun? That's the question we have for you. Why did you rack the gun? Why were you locked in the bedroom with her? Why did this occur within 40 to 45 minutes after you got home? How did you have time to walk the scallywag through the house and you didn't notice what was going on with your newlywed? Come on, man. Like, are we really stupid enough to even listen to the words coming out of these idiots' mouths?
There's more than that too, Chris, because there's he said that he got dressed, except that the clothes were in the room with Andrea.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. In that room. So he lied on Generally Specifics channel when he was talking to Sean, because he said he went in the other room, not into Andrea's room. And we already knew that he wasn't even allowed in Andrea's room because Andrea was kicking his ass out of the house.
Right. Hey,
and at that point, who the fuck cares?
Andy ended up with her phone and told the cops that he didn't know where her phone was. How the fuck did he get her phone?
Yeah, I mean, come on. We don't need a lot more evidence. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The only thing we need to do is let him explain it to a jury.
Well, here's the other thing. If the cops keep dragging their feet on this, there is talk about possibly meeting up with Sean Porter and maybe just going and warning the residents of this community. The county in Mitchell County the population is 15,000. It's right on the border of Tennessee and North Carolina. And so there are talks about possibly in the near future running with Sean Porter and just going and just letting the neighbors know, and maybe getting a little bit more traction on this.
Well, I mean, that's one way to do it, but I mean, you could just do a flat out protest. Like if the police aren't doing their job, man, you got to protest them.
Well,
but I don't think that we have. I don't think that we have significant evidence to suggest that they're not doing it. And listen, if you think you're going to call and say you're investigating a murder during a murder investigation and they're going to admit it, that's not the way it works. Like, they need to keep it on the DL so that they can do it.
So they can gather all their evidence. I mean, that is one theory. Like I said, I'd be more interested in just warning the community. You know what I mean? Warning the folks in the community.
Yeah, sure. That doesn't hurt either way. Because, like, even if the cops are still doing a deep dive on it and you're doing a community awareness protest, that's still like win-win. Like, it ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Look at this whole video that we've been reviewing today. The whole video today is about them standing their ground. They said, "Fuck around and find out." They said, "I wear my flip flops because I have no intention of going backward, or I plan on I'm not going backwards, and I'm not running." Right?
Yeah. From what?
Right.
That was
What
my
are they going to
question.
run? Yeah, it sounds like they're getting ready to stand their ground and make this their final stand.
Yeah. So here's the question: from what? Like, what's he talking about? From people on YouTube saying their opinion is that the numbers don't add up on what Billy's saying? Is that what you're not running from? Like, are you going to stand your ground till death and read biblical verses because people on YouTube have an opinion, or are you going to stand your ground for some other purpose that sounds completely different? From what, bro? Like, that's my question.
Yeah, and then he also said a couple other interesting things in there. But one thing I've noticed is the only ones that are communicating threats are on their side. The only folks, Sean Porter may have said, "Hey, if you come to my property, this is what's going to happen to you." But that was in response to the Hawk saying he has Sean Porter's address, right? It's like, of course he got his address. Rabbit's been there a bunch of times, dude. Of course you're going to know where he is, So it's either at this point.
Let's again not cater to their bullshit. We know that's not what it's about. He's not talking about that. Like, when they make these threats, they're not talking about that. They are talking about they are making threats because they think that they need to get violent for some purpose. The question is, what is that purpose?
Yeah, absolutely. How much more of that video is left to play, Gregory? You want to keep playing that, bud?
Razor, right? The simplest explanation is often the truest. Now, here's the weird thing. I think everyone who's ever watched any kind of, like, if you've had a wife that's into, I don't know why they're into all that crime stuff. It's the first 72 hours, right? But they always look at the significant other in the relationship. They always look at the significant other.
So why didn't they
whether it's a
interrogate
male
him?
or female. So to sit there and act like it's all this big giant conspiracy because they're not seeing it the way that they think they should see it. They're not investigating it the way that they think it should be investigated. The level of hubris and delusion from these people is just staggering to me. But so, to be fair, I said I'll pause here in a second. I said very clearly that Rabbit is not a talkative guy. He's not a touchy-feely, huggy kind of guy. That didn't mean he didn't love her. It didn't mean any number of things. It just meant that he's just not as gregarious with his affections like I am. Go ahead.
I concur. And, when they were out in public, I would say he was the more stoic type. But when you, like I said, understanding someone's content and the content of the character over time, they were very loving and very playful and very affectionate, and like we had like, she was like my sister, and he's like a little brother, a little retarded brother sometimes. No, I'm the retarded guy. He's like a little brother to me, and the content of his character, he's been a solid dude straight up, where all these other people have been flighty and not solid. And I'm talking volunteer, like, not all of them. There's some good ones, but there's a lot that are just, it was crazy. It was a crazy time. They were dealing with PTSD. Andrea lost the baby. you know, when you're close to somebody, you're going to see their tears, you're going to see their love, their affection, and you know, I was only there to go to court for them. Andrea asked me to come up, offered to pay me to come up. I was like, I don't need no money, girl. I got you guys. And when I got here, we started helping people again because it's what we do. And
Hold on.
court kept getting postponed.
Pay
So
him
you
to
got to
come to
think the
court for
level of
them?
friendship that we have. If I was willing to
That's
stay
illegal.
for 2 months to help them go through this court day, because Project Skyline and the Camp Unknown people that played the game they did to get Billy out of the camp, they stole over $100,000 worth of assets, and they stole like $3,000 worth of my tree gear. You know, and I was trying to do the next right thing, but I was asked to come up. I wasn't living there. I didn't live with them. I was staying with them while I was in court. I burned the crap out of my finger, but I was, you know, like the stuff they say is just ludicrous. And when you know somebody like you, like I spent the last 2 months daily with them, you know, with both of them. I had deep conversations with both of them, and
I thought he was kicked out of them.
There's some things that have. I will say that there's the one thing. There's the one thing. Besides me looking Billy dead in the eyes and saying, "Look, brother, you need to tell me. Like, you need to tell me you didn't do it." And I got a great bullshit detector, and the man ain't lying, and I stood by his side. But Andrea loved them
Trust me,
dogs.
bro.
Right? She loved them
trust
dogs.
me, bro.
She was a dog person. That was one of my bonds with her, was the dogs, the whole Food Dogs program. Like, and look, I've been living with them for almost 2 months. All right. There's only one dog food bowl, and there's only one dog food water fountain. All right. There's only one. There's only been one. The whole time I've been there, there's only been one. And when I came back the next day after the house was cleared so we could clean up and stuff, something was different. There's huge
bowl. That's as evident. That is
where like party boat where you would like put all the dirt stuff. This thing was huge. It was like 2 foot across, and it was full of dog food. It was like she like poured a whole bag of dog food onto this thing, and there was this massive like orange Tupperware bowl full of water. Like my dogs could stay for 2 weeks. There's that much. Like all this extra food and water was down. And I don't know about y'all, but to me that was preparation. Like she wanted to make sure them dogs were okay.
Or you could, if you could, just leave the whole bag out.
It sounds like it just popped off. It was just, I'm going to make a decision,
right.
Or like they had a fight or something. It wasn't like that. Like that shows to me preparation to do.
Oh my God, their evidence is a fucking dog bowl.
Right.
You know,
I don't even. I mean,
Yeah,
personally,
I don't really want to speculate
can we
too much
pause
on
this
any
for
of
a second,
that,
Gregory?
honestly, but it's not me speculating. That's your testimony, and
Yeah.
you've said it before. And there's some people that probably haven't heard it.
Gregory, you still
but
there?
I'm gonna let this play. It's at one point.
Yeah.
The big exoneration evidence is a dog bowl.
And we don't even know if that's true or not. I mean, this could
Right.
just be all made up bullshit. It sounds like a made up
bro.
bullshit alibi to me. So I'm not even buying this. I wouldn't even buy this with somebody else's money.
Yeah, they sound dumb enough to make up that for a fucking exonerating evidentiary. Like, bro, that don't mean nothing. If a person really was thinking that way, then they would just cut the bag of dog food open and leave it in the floor.
They would make sure the dogs are somewhere. Hey, can you take my dogs for me or something? And,
exactly. Or let them loose.
mean, like, they're talking about all this preparation and planning and stuff like that. And it's very bizarre. Their stories match up and kind of line up like they're coming from the same script. Oh, that Hawk said something interesting. He's like, he said, Billy's like the little brother, the little retarded brother. So that means Hawk is the big brother. That means Hawk is in charge. Hawk is in charge. Billy's his little brother.
Right, and they're both retarded. But
well, yeah.
But hold on, like let's, why are we like? I don't understand why they think people are going to play into this dog food bit. Like that's so stupid. Because wasn't he supposed to come home after work?
He was in a rush to get back because he had a premonition that his wife.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like on like think of a normal day-to-day basis. So like if you're Andrea in this situation, you know that dumb fucking retard is coming home at around 6 or 7 p.m. How much does your fucking dog need to eat until 7 p.m.?
I didn't
That's
even
not
think about
exonerating
that.
evidence. It's a fucking lie. It's bullshit. Stupid.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, why are the dogs going to need all this extra food if you're coming home?
That sounds more like an afterthought. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What do we do? Well,
I think
make it look like she
there's a
cared.
lot.
How?
Yeah, there's a lot to that. That's a great observation. Why would they need all the extra food if Billy was going to come home, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, this don't like it's definitely not like it's all bullshit, irrelevant stuff. There's nothing on the deep end in comparison to what's obviously sketchy.
Right. Well, we only got 10 more minutes of this. Do you want to keep playing it, Gregory?
Yeah,
I think we're on. I mean, this is great.
If I speed, I can slow it down. Feel free to opine. I hope it doesn't upset you too much. If you need to pop off, that's fine. I mean, hop off or pop off.
Gotcha.
But we'll just try to keep it TOS as much as possible. I understand that it can be difficult, but we're going to go ahead and let it play. So I haven't
I
seen
would hate
this.
to lose a
We
couple
saw a little
dollars.
bit of it on Booth's show. Hold on, it's muted.
Share it.
I can't really stand these guys' voices either. Group of three of the lowest
Ditto, Todd. Ditto.
allegedly males I've ever been around in my entire life. These guys, they all sound like raging homos to me.
On your last stream, we heard
People's
that maybe
pressure is this long,
go back and
okay?
listen to that.
No, I'm just playing. That's the joke.
I sent you a link in the in the Google chat of GS's stream last night.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, because Carney, the sleeping bag shitter, allegedly,
Oh, now it's allegedly.
I don't think it's really that big of a deal, Donald, but
So we're training these idiots how to use the word allegedly, even though you notice how they're going from like standing on business to now it's allegedly.
Why start using it now?
Yeah, I mean, why
Do
not
they-
stand on
oh,
business? Yeah,
Does
it's
he
way
think
too
that
late.
everybody didn't
I
know
mean,
the word
maybe it is.
allegedly?
Maybe the shit in the bag has more to do with this.
They taught us allegedly.
We thought.
Yeah,
Right.
Todd thinks that
That's
it's a
what he's
big,
most worried about,
hard
is that
word
shit
for a
coming back.
grown up.
So my advice to you is the more that you acknowledge certain things, the more they're going to keep picking at it. It's like an obsessive woman that's picking at a flaw and she can't stop picking at it. And then she ends up
Man, he
making a
hates
scar,
women.
which becomes a bigger flaw. So
It
she picks
sounds
at
like
it.
he's describing
and
himself.
She
You
can't
notice
just leave
that?
it alone.
Yeah,
I'm just
everything
gonna
he
change
says
my name
about
to
women does not
Peacophiliac and
apply in
roll
my
with it.
relationships. It's awful weird to me, like why he's
Yeah.
got such a tumultuous situation.
He seems
Peacophiliac.
very effeminate, if you ask me.
Peacophiliac. Look it up, bro.
Oh,
That's
that's
Someone
the
who's into like
pedophiliac.
someone who's like romantically involved with poop.
Oh,
It
so
was a joke. I was
tyrants
being
beware.
completely sarcastic, you know.
Tyrants beware.
Sarcasm, I
Rewind that
swear,
if you
y'all
need
don't
to.
twist
That
it.
I mean,
I had to use a sleeping bag. Shitter's full.
so he's very elusive and like mysterious and stuff. Can you fast forward to where the hawk gets on? Because it's I don't know where exactly it is, but it's at some point. You see his face.
Okay.
It should catch you by like, whoa, surprise, Yeah, and BSBT got on there.
I
The
did.
hawk flew away. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, do you know what time it is?
Keep going until you see like a panel where BSBT.
Well, I mean, I see a panel when you guys come on. At the bottom, he has you guys
Right,
up.
but it'll be the hawk though, and it'll just be like there won't be a.
So I got to pause it. Carmen Selper for $2 super chat says, thank you for sharing with us, Don. A lot of people are, I'm going to have you mute up because I'm getting a lot of reverb or echo, whoever's got an open mic. A lot of people are invested in this. A lot of us have been dragged through the mud right along with you. Obviously not as principally as some of you. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of being dragged behind a truck by a bunch of retards. Really not.
That's the position you put yourself in, Todd.
Yeah, these people are not better than me. I'm not saying I'm better than them. Yes, I'm saying,
You're on
yeah,
cover
I'm
for
definitely better
murderers,
than
buddy.
these fucking retards. 100% Cliff. I hope
He talks like someone who ever left a basement. He's never left a basement.
when you try to type a strongly worded message.
He don't hang
I
out
do
with
want to
anybody.
point out this real quick. I would invite any one of these clowns to say it to my face.
All right, we're not gonna. I would encourage
I
you
would,
to
I would
not.
encourage. We can get Joe Rogan. We can do pay-per-view. We can make a whole thing out of it. The shit bag takes on the shit bag.
It's not a good look.
We want to do it.
They can get Joe
But,
Rogan.
like,
Wow.
like legal, like in a ring, like as a sporting match. Like we could all make money. Everybody wants to make money here in Griefmonger. Let's make money the real way.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
man,
sure Joe Rogan would be interested in watching some
a thought.
fucking
Yeah, some
fat
50-year-old
retard get
dudes. Yeah, some 40,
Me against
50-year-old
beat
dudes
up
that
in the
haven't
field in
trained
North
fighting.
Carolina.
I promise you. I will. Got you.
He'll be right on it, Don
It'll be
Carney.
awesome.
Somebody call Joe Rogan. Like,
Right now,
he got
yeah.
his number.
Could you though?
Right,
I've
he
got
has
his
nothing
phone
but
number.
Would you
nothing
pay-per-view
else
that?
going
Would
on.
you pay-per-view to see me take on 5 of these, whoever they are? Like, think about it. Wouldn't that be cool if we could do that?
Don Carney
You know,
wants
that
to
would be
take on
funny.
5 guys.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
I might pay $5.
Yeah. I'm gonna play the show. Yeah.
You remember where it was? It's not like I can look up Jesus' thing. Oh, but I can send you the same link we're looking at. Sure. Oh, yeah, I can do it. Because obviously.
Carney was on there for a little while, so she could be able to fast forward when Carney comes up.
Yeah, he was on there a little bit. You'd see him. Maybe somebody in the chat will help us out. If they, well, I can send the link to the SVT.
Lost the back.
Yeah, 'cause I don't see her.
All right.
Oh, she might be. She might have.
You might have it.
No, keep going. Or have a look.
Oh, bro.
He'll find it, but we could bring that thumbnail back up.
Right.
He'll find it to get us a timestamp on that.
Where'd you send me? That's the link to the stream. It's not correct. It's not correct. But
Holy crap, these guys! It's like a monkey effing a
by the way, this
coconut.
is something to talk about.
It really is. These people are so stupid.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I did get an intelligence briefing. That's right. Oh,
Dude, just saying that you got an intelligence briefing. I mean, you got to have intelligence in order to get briefed.
I love that it
it's
pisses
just
Todd off
bad
so
with
much.
This guy, I'm good. Just get an intelligence, dude. You're fucking larping, bro. Shut the f up, dude. I mean, it's yeah.
Holy cow, mania! Big things are coming up. Okay, here, let me see that.
And they shit in their sleeping bags.
Well, I have that actually. I have that. Hold on.
He does shit in his sleeping bag.
No, on Sunday, there's a rare cosmic event that will remind us of the incredible vastness of the universe and the interconnected dance of celestial bodies. So, Mark.
And by the way, Katie said, I happen to love my thumbnail. I think nothing would be better than walking into the kitchen and having that view of a very, I don't know if you guys haven't had an opportunity to get out and look at my thumbnail.
He had a picture of a girl's butt as his thumbnail.
To
That's what
see
he's
a
describing
woman
right now.
bellied up to a kitchen stove with a frying pan on the stove.
And then he wonders why Brandy don't respect him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I think it's a great freaking view.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's actually a hazard. Just saying.
It could be a poking hazard. Yeah. When I walk
How
in,
creepy can you be?
Maybe a poking hazard.
No.
Definitely a
There would
poking.
definitely be puncturing happening.
No.
You are talking about a guy who fires up his YouTube to make money off of a
Love
girl's
you, baby.
death.
The sky and be visible without a telescope. And you better believe we will use that to our advantage.
Right.
Mark your calendars.
That's right after the red moon,
Let's
right?
go event here. What?
That's after the red moon.
Calendars. The red moon.
Isn't the red moon coming out?
Oh my God, these people.
I'm so glad they're off your channel.
Oh my God, these people.
Sorry about my PP view idea. I got yelled at for that. So that was a dumb idea. I'm sorry. I said
Yeah, I keep trying to caution you to knock it off, dude. It's not a good
You
look.
gotta just
Say less.
or-
Just say less. Do yourself a favor. Say less.
All right. I'm just apologizing. I'm gonna get the hell off here now. But y'all have a good night and stay out of
All right.
trouble. And yeah, I'm just the old school D to D. So forgive me if I screwed anything up there. But y'all have a good night and God bless and take care.
Yes, sir.
Night, Hawk.
Good night, Hawk.
August 9th.
August 9th is the red moon.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. We made it through the video. Hell yeah. Thank you, Gregory.
Welcome.
Mm-mm. And thank you, Ryder, for coming up too and hanging out with us for a little bit.
That's my pleasure.
Yeah. So what'd you think of the video? Anything that stick out from the entire video? I don't know how long you were watching, but
I mean, it's the same exact shit, bro. It's just Todd fucking making money off Andrea's death by covering for his type of villainous people. There's nothing new here, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, well, it's interesting. Here's something you'll find funny. Direct D the other day said that there's I said there's a connection between Kfar and Kaiser, and he looked like he denied that there was any connection between Kfar and Kaiser by the look on his face.
Yeah, he'll deny that he has a beard. He'll deny that he's not gay. He'll deny that he ever leaves his basement. He'll deny that he plays video games. He'll deny that, he was beat on in high school for being a fucking retard. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that you're going to get out of Todd that you don't expect. You know what I'm saying?
Do you find it just as hard to believe as I do that they're running cover for a second Kaiser? Like this is like repeating itself.
Well, it's been going on with that same group of people for a long time. And
So
it
the
doesn't
group of
surprise
people-
me because I've been witnessing it. I've been the blunt of it for a couple of years now.
Okay, so
And-
stop me where I'm missing the connections, right? We had Kaiser with Kfar, right? Kaiser and Kfar, right? And then Kaiser and Kfar, then along comes Generally Specific, right? And then we have Billy the Rabbit over here, and then we got JJ. Those 5, correct?
Not in that order, but yeah.
Well, not in that order, but okay. So Kfar came along first, I believe. There was Kfar. Then
Yeah.
Kaiser comes along. Kfar teams up with Kaiser, right? And then
Mhm.
GS comes along about the same time as Rabbit, and GS and Rabbit are coming up on panels at the same time. Then Kaiser is found out. Kfar stops streaming with Kaiser. Kaiser teams up with JJ, and Kaiser and JJ start streaming together. Meanwhile, GS and Rabbit are over here kind of getting along. And either way you cut it, all 5 are implicated now with two suspected murderers in their group.
Sure, they're the people I explained a little while ago. They're villainous pieces of shit who have a need for one another's protection system. And I mean, like what it all boiled down to, every single person you mentioned, and you forgot about Chris Ruff, they're all together because they banded together to somehow take me down.
Well, that's where you get the JJ, and then now JJ's partnering up with Direct D over here,
No,
right?
you get them all that way. You get everyone on that way. So here's the way it really went. This is
there you
this is
go.
the way it
There you
actually
go.
went.
There you
It
go.
went
Okay,
like
so those 5 connections, those 5 names right there. Don't you see? I mean, do you agree that those are deeply connected? Did I make that connection? Did I articulate that well enough?
Well, here, so it all actually started with Tiffany's ex-husband, and at the same time, you had Frauditor Troll, Kaiser, and Kfar all on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frauditor Troll brought Kaiser to YouTube. Kfar fell in love with him because he's a bad guy that needs a protection system. So Frauditor Troll dumped Kaiser. Kfar didn't because, well, he needs the protection system. And then in my world, we bumped into the situation with JJ, another evil person that needs a protection system. And JJ sought out people that were already trying to attack me. So that's when JJ partnered up with Kaiser. Okay. Originally, Todd pretended that he was against that and got involved. Well, then I found out that Todd was a lying piece of shit and told him to kick dirt, to kick rocks. So when I told Todd to kick rocks, he buddied up with JJ, which he may have already been buddies with JJ. According to his own admission, they'd known each other way longer. And then for some dumbass reason, I can only assume because he really is a little retard, Rabbit decided that he wanted on board with the grift that Todd was running. So So that's when Rabbit got involved with Todd. See, Todd's playing this game like he really knows me or something. I barely know Todd. Look, I was just a dude with a YouTube channel and a minimal amount of subscribers. I think I had like 50,000 subs or something like that. And in this area, there were a handful of people that wanted to be included in what I was doing, right? Like exposing government corruption. Todd was just one of that handful of people that annoyed the piss out of me as a YouTuber wanting to be involved. And I'm like, bro, it's a free fucking country. If it's your back door, then sure, get involved. Like, I'm not your daddy. I don't have to tell you what to do. You know, so he did. And then of course I couldn't be friends with him because of the way he didn't treat people like friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why he don't have any relationships and he lives in the basement. But long story short, Todd was a shitty fuck. I didn't like him. We ignored him a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know him. He don't know me. But what he's doing is he's running around using me as some kind of a tool or a catalyst to try to collect friendships or partnerships. So
yeah, he kind of looks like he'd be a lousy lay to me, but I agree with how you articulated that. And I saw it the same way, if that helps any. I saw it the same way as how Frauditor Troll brought Wrangler in, and then you described how Kfar buddied up with Wrangler, and then Wrangler and Kfar kind of tossed each other to the side. GS comes along, right? Then there's Billy and then JJ, right? So we kind of see it the same way.
Well, JJ, then Todd, then Billy and Chris Ruff.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
Chris
they
Ruff,
all collect.
And
the common denominator.
He's Direct D, and then he became Chris Ruff, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So here's the common denominator. You're gonna find that group is full of pieces of shit, criminals, thieves, murderers, because that's why they're they're magnetized towards each other. They need one another as a protection system because they're bad people in life.
And it seems to me that JJ is attracting like the fake jailer, the fake cop, the Kaiser was a fake cop, right, with the MP thing. Kfar is the fake jailer, right? Kfar will claim that he has this expertise from being a jailer, yet he's never said where he works. So I don't know.
I got it. Hold on, I got that. I found out. No, he got hired part-time, which was like 4 hours a month to work for some agency as an IT guy, and then got fired. He was not a fucking corrections officer. He was not anybody in the system. He was just a dude that got a contract job, got paid $2,000 a year, if that tells you anything.
Oh wow!
The government pays a lot of money, so that tells you how little they used him. He only made $2,500 a year.
Well, he tells the stories about him being a jailer all the time, and I think it's bullshit too. I don't really think he was a jailer. Whatever you described doesn't sound like a position as a jailer to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's a liar like the rest of them. They're all liars, man. They have to,
Yeah, so
they have to lie.
And the lies are, the lies keep mounting up on what we're witnessing develop here. Andrea, she's got folks living at her house right now that are basically what we feel is going to make their last stand at this house, and that's what it sounds like to me. So it's interesting how all the names that we mentioned, all those channel names we just got done mentioning, they're not trying to ring the alarm bells like we are. They're not trying to say there's anything to look at here. As a matter of fact, they're saying quite the opposite. Like, hey, case closed. Don't look over here. We're done.
Well, and Todd's making money off of it. That's why he's worried about saying something TOS, because he doesn't want to get demonetized. He don't want any of his videos getting demonetized.
You mean to tell me that the grief grifting gnome wants to grief grift?
Well, no. Yeah, it's unbelievable, right?
Right.
That'd be like saying Chris Ruff works with the government.
Oh, I heard
saying.
that. I heard that.
They're all a bunch of low lives, man. You know, and I would say they're not worth listening to, but if we don't pay attention to people like that, then we're leaving ourselves subject to, you know, like what they will do to people. Like they will harm people if given the opportunity. They're opportunists.
They already have. They're
They're
and
rats.
they celebrate it every day in their videos. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So you do have to stay on top of it. You do have to pay attention and be vigilant, you know. And you do have to keep pressure on government system. I mean, that's the other side of this thing. Unfortunately, we live in a society in America with a corrupt government that requires a lot of administration by the people. Like we have to administer to initiate our government to do the work that we pay them for. I mean, it's kind of like any job where people get lazy. Like when you got, you know, say you had a manufacturing company with 600 people working for you. Well, if you let 400 of them get lazy, it don't matter if you get 600 or 700. Those 400 are going to cause the new ones to get lazy too. So like our government consists of a bunch of lazy people who have not been put in check enough to, like, there's not enough like pressure from their own, like on their inside supervision to make them do the things that they're being paid for properly.
So lazy, kind of like the Mitchell County Sheriff's Office sounds like they're either being lazy, or it sounds like from the way you describe it and from the population size, it's a really, really small department. So I don't know if they're just being lazy or just being stupid, or maybe it's a mix of all of them. But we do have to figure out what's going on in Mitchell County so they're not lazy and they figure this out, because there's potential you could have serial murderers on the loose, you know?
Well, hold on. Let me go ahead and put this out there. Like, I have no quorums with the two investigators working for the sheriff's department there. However, I will say this. They are very, very, very typical. I have a lot of experience in communicating with those oofs, and like the ones there are no exception. And what I will tell you is I can tell you this, and Todd even said it inadvertently. Of course, it is the duty of the investigators to have the knowledge, the education, that the first 48 hours, you should be extensive on looking into the people closest to the victim.
Yeah.
And interrogation is an absolute must. The fact that they did not interrogate Rabbit is a problem, period.
You said I agree that them not investigating Rabbit would be a problem, and they are supposed to, in the first 48, take a look at all the evidence and try to preserve it, because that's the most crucial time. Now, you
absolutely should have interrogated him, not investigate. I mean, investigation is part of it, but no, the word interrogation is very particular. They had a duty, a responsibility as investigators to pull that motherfucker into a room and fucking interrogate him, because they had probable cause. If you asked me, they had probable cause, not just evidence to the contrary. They had probable cause. The timeline alone is enough. The fact that he racked the gun is enough. The fact that he was there when it happened is enough. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about hearing her last like breaths.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And you said you had a phone call, right? You said you made a phone call. You have that?
Yeah, I do, but I mean, it's pointless. Like, listen, I'm not gonna do anything that could potentially hinder them at all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The reason for my call was because, you know, I got brought into it about some other stuff that needs to be looked at.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping maybe you'd feel comfortable playing it, but I understand if there's reservations, whatever. So we won't push it, but maybe we can. Yeah, I was gonna say if you had a phone call and we could play it, cool. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I don't know.
let's not lose focal point here. Here's what I'm focusing on. What I'm saying.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
know that they fucked up because they did not interrogate that motherfucker.
Okay, yeah,
We
that's where
know
we were
they
going with
fucked
that.
up.
Yeah.
So even if they do come around and figure it out, they still fucked up. Like that tells you that they're not proficient at the career paths that they've taken. Like these are not professional, well-educated officers. If they were, if we were dealing with an agency like, I don't know, metropolitan big city area or something where they know that they have to have a really high standard for police, you better bet your bottom dollar that they would have interrogated the hubby for sure.
Yeah,
Especially
so
the last one to hear her breathe, the last one to see her, the one to rack the gun. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? And to suggest that it can't still happen, that he can't still be charged, just look at the Crystal Rogers case here in Kentucky. It's been 10 years since that murder, and he just got found guilty in court a few days ago. Brooks Houck.
yeah. So your opinion is they've already botched it. So at this point, they're just kind of you're assuming, and it's probably safe to assume that they're probably just gonna cover up and try to
No,
delay or try to,
no, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying expect what you should expect out of the performance of this level of standard. Okay, like this. If you know somebody sucks at cooking, they've never fucking cooked for nobody in their life. This person put on their resume that when they were filling out a resume to be a cook, that they made themselves a can of spaghettios one time, but it was cold. Right now, that's who you got as your cook. If you order a 5-star dinner from that cook, what are you going to expect? You're going to get your food.
Yeah. Okay. So
But
you
it's
have no
gonna
faith.
suck.
Yeah. So you have no faith in their competence.
Yeah, bingo. I got no faith in their competence. I do think that it's an easy enough case that they'll resolve it, though. And I think they're going to continue to bring in other employees that maybe the standards are higher for some of the other agencies. Like you said, we got hope right now that the state agency is going to get kicked in. Well, state agencies have more education than than county sheriff department employees.
Yeah.
So, that in itself is a big jump. They're probably looking at the case going, holy fuck, you idiots didn't interrogate the husband? He racked a gun and you didn't interrogate him? Jesus fuck. They're probably doing that right now. And if the feds get a piece of it, it'll be even more professionalism. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Well, if they need a new sheriff, I heard that DirectD is running for sheriff pretty soon, or DirectD.
What's funny is it clearly says in Arizona law that if you're a felon, you can't run for office there.
Oh, he said he had Kentucky on lock. Did you see that? He basically said he partnered up with JJ. Now he's talking to all the other county jailers, and he's basically got Kentucky on lockdown.
For what?
Because he wants to feel powerful. He wants to be in his.
No, I'm saying lockdown
work.
for what? For him to get a job?
He's movers and shakers. He wants to partner up, in his own words, with movers and shakers, folks that want to be in positions of power or something like that.
What are they going to move and shake, dude? It's Kentucky. Like, you can't move and shake anything around here. The fuck's he talking about? What does he think? He's a pimp?
Hey, apparently he's got Kentucky on. I'm just trying to warn you. This is a public service announcement for public safety right here. Don't even think about Kentucky. DirectD has it on lock, okay?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not going to get it. Okay?
Yeah, DirectD comes off as such a, honest, believable person to me. You know?
Did you hear how outraged? You haven't heard his stream, you said, right?
Which one?
Oh, he spurred out for 3 hours, then he spurred out for like an hour and a half or something.
I'm not subscribed to his channel. So
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, even if you're not, I would suggest going over there and checking out the 3-hour spurt fest that he had.
I did see someone sent me a link, and I'm busy with real world shit, so I don't really watch it. And if I do, it's in 3 times speed. You know,
Yeah,
and it's
no.
really funny watching, Meth Head Fester like scream at everybody in his chat all the time. You don't like this? Then go to another chat. Go to a different channel, you sons of bitches. I don't care. I mean,
Yeah, that was my whole point. My whole point was going to be if he does run for an elected position, just imagine it, right? Imagine him getting questions from his constituents, right? And then they want to ask him questions, and he's like, "If you don't shut up with those questions, we're going to have to hurt you," right? Like, oh man, I would love to see him just for comic value. Direct D, do me a favor, run for that elected position, please, for the comedy gold. Please do that for me, sir.
yeah, well, I'll definitely make entertaining videos.
Yeah, it definitely would.
He thinks people watch him because they admire him, but people only watch him to watch him fester out.
Well, he's lost all of his support. Let's put it this way. He displayed a phone number on his live stream, and then he said, "This phone number is for losers to call in." The losers he was referencing, I don't know if he was trying to infer that I was a loser or somebody around me is a loser, but here's what ended up happening. Nobody ended up calling in, so he couldn't even get losers to call into his program. He started chastising his live chat, saying, "Don't call me or message me unless you're one of these losers." He couldn't even get the losers on his stream. So then in the last 15 minutes of his last stream, he opens it up to his audience, who he's now just completely disrespected and completely turned off. And now he's saying he couldn't get the losers to call in, so now anybody calling. It was about 15 minutes of uncomfortable playing videos or playing some stupid shit, waiting for somebody to please call.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Like he let too much of his real personality come out on YouTube is what happened.
He thinks just like the cops, is what he revealed to me on that live stream. He's obsessed with violence. He can see violent and gory stuff all day, and it doesn't bother him. And then he said, if you're going to be a cop or a cop watcher, you need to be able to tolerate the same gory stuff day after day. That's what ends up messing you up mentally. So if he does want to run for a sheriff, right, he's going to have a hard time. Now, those are the type of folks he's going to have to hire. Sick folks that are sick in the head that can put up with seeing dead babies, and it's all in there, man. You got a 3.5 hours.
Do you remember earlier when we were talking about the word politics? Okay, so now this is the realm that I was thinking in. That's how bad politicians, that's why the government is corrupt, is because people like Chris Fester, Meth Head Ruff run for positions, and then they hire a whole team of idiots, and then they get, like, sometimes they win. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they win the election. And then there you go. That's why we got pedos in government right now. That's why we got thieves in government right now. You're going to get those types of people are eventually going to win if they just keep on trying and trying. Now, I'm not saying Chris could win an election. I don't know. Maybe he could. I mean, JJ won an election.
My understanding is in some of these podunk little towns that they have, it's pretty easy to run and get elected because a lot of folks run unopposed. But, whatever,
Yeah. Anyway, he's a felon. You can't run. So I thought he knew the law.
The what?
I thought Chris claimed to know the law, especially in Arizona.
Well, that's the thing. See, switch to educational content, and if you do make it to the live stream, you're going to see. If you make it to the one he had with JJ, anyways, not the Spurge Fest, but another live stream with JJ. He did a full live stream.
That one I have recorded because we're turning it into the prosecutor's office. And listen, if you're out there and you're listening, Chris Ruff, thank you for having JJ violate his oath to the prosecution and coming on your channel. Well done, sir.
So he's basically got JJ up there, and JJ's aligning himself again. So JJ's up there with Ruff. JJ was up there with Kaiser before Ruff. JJ and Kaiser were super tight. All these guys go to cover for each other with the scummiest behavior. So you were talking about the politics earlier. And what I'd like to talk about is not Democrat-Republican politics, but just kind of what you stand for as a message. And so far I see Direct D, KFAR, Kaiser, the JJs, all those guys have the same politics, which is let's silence the voices against us, shut their channels down, do violent things to them, and then maybe even pull a trigger.
Sure. Yeah, and steal from them. They got a grift off of them, steal from them. Yeah, you're 100% right. That is the people we're dealing with.
We've dealt with a lot of the same folks, believe me. So I was kind of happy when you came along, just to be honest, because it was like, wow, now the target isn't always on my back as much. But I definitely know what they put you through, man. But man,
oh, I'm good, bro. Like I mean, of course, I deserve to have not been stolen from or slandered or whatever. You know, the main thing is the attacks that they did on the kids. Like that was the lowest. But I mean, you know, like for example, you know, they come to my house. Okay, they wanted to make sure I wasn't home though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they'll involve kids too. They'll involve kids. Direct D.
oh no, they did for sure.
Yeah,
they did.
they start talking shit about kids. That's
No,
another one of those
They
low
did.
blow.
No, listen, way more than talking about. Way more than talking about. Todd has a video. This, for example, Todd has a video of himself at Tiffany's 14-year-old daughter's custody hearing.
Wow. Who has that again?
Do what?
Who has that again? Make sure I was listening correctly.
Todd videoed himself, JJ, and Kaiser in Indiana at Tiffany's 14-year-old daughter's.
How bizarre is that?
No, it's not bizarre. I'm telling you, these people are disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just an example. They went to her bowling thing and tried to turn her against her mom and like all kinds of weird shit, dude. Like,
they do
these people are fucking gross, man.
They tried that same stuff with me. Kfar invited my daughter over to his house.
Like a long time ago when it was just Kaiser, before JJ came along, I decided to take it down because it was just too, like, I was too pissed off and I was being like real serious. I was going to beat the fucking brakes off of somebody. But somebody on Kaiser's panel, because they were listening to one of the little initiator hater channels, had called in a bomb threat to one of the kids' schools.
Oh yeah. Well, Kfar also called in a fake bomb threat on me to a courthouse. Does he ever tell anybody that he did that? That he called me in for a fake bomb threat to a courthouse, or that he swatted somebody's house because I posted that I might go audit his school? I said I might go audit in elementary school just to show him that it was legal, you know. But just because I said I may go audit in elementary school, he flipped out on that, thought it was a threat.
What's funny is if you mention Kevin's name, Kevin Farrar, if you mention his name, he screams and kicks like a little bitch baby and claims that you're threatening him in some manner. Like he was saying, and it didn't even happen. I guess Child Protective Services got involved in his life because he lives in a fucking disgusting pigsty and has a bunch of sharp tools in his kids where he keeps them locked in the basement or something. Like, I'm going by the evidence, okay? I don't like Kfar, but I'm also going by the evidence here, so you could research anything I'm saying and back it up. But apparently, the living conditions were bad enough for CPS to get involved, and then I think it was Tyrants Beware took false credit for it, saying that he was the one that called, but it wasn't even him. Like, it turned out it wasn't even that dude. He wasn't even the one that called. It was just flat out Kfar got the CPS called on him for being a bad dad, right?
Well, I got to the bottom of that. Tyrants Beware did not make a phone call to CPS because I had to grill Kfar to get the information. I asked Kfar if CPS ever showed up to his house, and he said no. And I said, okay, well, you were claiming like you were a victim that somebody had called CPS on you. And he said,
this motherfucker was doing it. He pulled a Kaiser. He was saying that it was a fucking SWAT team that showed up. He's such a liar, dude. Like, he lies about where he works. He lies about even having a job. He lies about where, everything. Like, he lies about everything. He said he was swatted And Kaiser said he was swatted too. Whenever I had police go serve him or investigate him, and he fucking runs on YouTube and said I swatted him. Like, no, motherfucker, I wasn't a SWAT. You're committing crime. You got fucking called on, and the cops come and asked you about it, dude. It's not a. And now he's in
you know what?
prison.
I mean, that's their politic, right? Speaking back to the politics thing, that's their politic is to weaponize government against their fellow man. So that's their politic.
Well, they
all
only
the
bitch
way.
about it when it's convenient for them, right?
Yeah.
Like they call the cops and DCS and shit like fucking 150 times a day on every video they watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
But if you have to call the cops because, well, doing it any other way is illegal for you to do, and they will rat you out. If you have to call the cops, then they'll use their platform to suggest that, oh, you're a statist, you fucking use the cops to fight your battles, you blah blah, you know. Meanwhile, they want to get away with doing shit that adults should not be doing to children, right? Like that's the words I'm going to use.
Well, they'll defend murder. Their politic will force them.
Yeah, they'll defend abusing children. They'll defend murder. They'll defend fucking, putting innocent people in prison. They'll defend anything except for, you know what I'm saying? So like, they only use that premise against people. Like it's only convenient for them. So here's the thing, like you put me in a situation where you're causing, my girlfriend's kids an issue, right? I got two options. I can either hop in the car, truck, and fucking drive to Oklahoma and beat your fucking brains in at your mommy's house, right? Or I can fucking see if the police want to do the job that my tax money goes to pay them to do. It's pretty sad that I have to measure that at all, because obviously what I should be able to do when somebody's fucking with my kid is call the cops. I should be able to do that. I should be able to freely, without anybody saying anything negative to me, call and make a police report when Kaiser calls me on my cell phone from getting my number from JJ and saying that he's going to shoot me in the face with a 357 and shove his pecker down Tiffany's throat. I should be able to report that, right?
That sounds like a clear communicated threat to me, but
yeah. So should I not be able to report that?
I mean, I don't ever report that sort of stuff. But you should. If you want to, yeah. But if you want
right, and then how about whenever I'm 100 miles from my house and my video cameras at my house go off and say, "Here's a picture of Kaiser standing in your backyard, hide behind a bush." Yeah. Like, shouldn't I involve law enforcement? Like, don't my fucking tax money go to that? Like,
I mean, if that ever happened, I think I'd just go out there so I could whoop his ass real quick.
I couldn't, bro. I was 100 miles from the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
okay,
that's. Yeah. And he knew that. He waited until he knew where I was because it was a court hearing. He knew I was at court.
So
anyway,
Kaiser, KFAR, JJ, GS, and then Rabbit, they're all interconnected, right?
Absolutely.
And then we got Direct E coming in here. Gregory, you've been awfully quiet. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
feel free to chime in on your channel anytime you want, Gregory.
yeah, don't let us take over your channel.
I have to end it soon anyhow. My dinner's coming soon.
Your dinner's coming soon? Well, then on that note, I'll take that opportunity to bow out. Thank you for having me up, Gregory. Chris, appreciate you coming up here, sharing your thoughts. And we'll have to do this more. We'll have to do this again soon.
You always welcome.
Guys, I'm dropping out, guys.
Okay.
Later, guys.
Well, Gregory, I appreciate you having me up, buddy.
You're welcome. You're welcome anytime you want.
All righty. Sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.
Okay. You too. Bye-bye.
Love everybody. Peace out.